It's about passion for a sport we all enjoy. It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about a single voice of strength. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
We're asking you to join us
and become a proud members American Catfish Association. You'll be happy you did. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.
Good morning, everybody. Happy New Year.
Good morning.
We are coming to you this morning live from the Twisted Cat Outdoors event, their first event for 2024 from Lake of the Ozarks. And we've got three great teams with us this morning, along with Alex Nagy. And without further ado, let's go to the water to our teams and the director of Twisted Cat, Alex Nagy. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
So who's got some fish on the boat?
We've got well.
We got five.
Just so you know, we've got Team Dragon Master this morning with Brian St. Alma, Coy Sneed, and Doug Vaughn. We got Team Blair with Charlie Blair and Donald Moore. And we got Team, what is it, Crazy Cat, Joe Lunsford and Jason Smith. So we're going to be with them this morning now until about 1 p.m. And then if you want to see who wins, you can tune in to the weigh-in later this afternoon.
Really?
So, Alex, where's the weigh-in going to be?
It's going to be right here behind me here at Alahana. There we go.
You know, Alex, you
So
did
it'll be down on top.
Alex, you did your weigh-in for your championship on the water. They pulled up to the dock and weighed their fish. Are you going to do anything like that today?
It'll be right off the dock, so everybody will come by dock to weigh in. We won't do it on the dock. It's not a big dock like that one there. Yeah, so it'll be good. We've had Liz might have to correct me, 46 teams, and then we had 2 grassroots teams, 48 boats today. 28 degrees this morning. It was cold. A lot of boats had ice all over them.
How many? 20?
Yeah, it's well,
40.
middle of winter, so it's to be expected. Hats off to all the anglers that are out there, you know, out there fishing.
Yeah. So how are the anglers doing today? Joe, how we doing? You got what?
They feel like they don't have a chance of winning.
I can't hear Joe.
I don't know. I
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you, Joe.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, we got 3 fish in the boat.
Tell some 3 fish.
Yeah.
Like
Already.
giant fish, small fish.
I don't owe you $100.
You don't owe me $100 yet?
Is Nagy making bets again?
I'm hoping.
I think he
So
might
I
have.
bet-
I
I
think
bet
Nagy
so.
might have a gambling problem.
No, I did a calculated bet. I bet $100 to Joe that there'll be big fish will be over 38 pounds today. So,
Yeah, you better be careful, Alex. The next thing is going to go. You're going to have to shave your head.
oh no, I'm not. I can't do
We
that.
got to do something. We got to move.
Hair doesn't grow back.
So Charlie and Donald, how would make me nervous of not seeing any action going on?
No, it's been a little slow for us the last 30 minutes. We've caught 3 fish, but a couple of them's been in the slot.
That's Charlie's
So
fault.
explain the slot. So the slot 26 to 34, like we're at in the slot, would you say?
We measured them right around 31 to 32 inches, both of
Oh,
them.
that's not good.
It was kind of heartbreaking,
Yeah.
but we're
So you
staying
guys
after
dragging
it.
or dead sticking, or what kind of? How are you guys fishing today?
We are actually dead sticking and kind of sticking to right over some channel edges and trying to stay right on top of the fish until we can get them to bite.
How many rods are you using?
We have four dead sticks out, and when we spot lock, then we'll cast 2 more rods out. So 4 dead sticks, 2 casters.
Nice. Coy, how about you guys? What's going on with you guys today? You guys missed Doug Vaughn in the boat, so hope that brings us some luck.
Yeah. We got Doug Vaughn in the boat. You hear us, Alex?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah, I
you. We
can
get
hear
a lot
you.
of wind from somebody.
I'll let him get in front of the camera so y'all can talk to him. So I got a question for Donald for everybody. What do you feel your chances are? Are they better with Blair in the boat, or is that a handicap?
Blair is definitely a handicap, for sure.
Odds, monitoring.
I haven't seen Blair catch a fish today yet.
He is a halfway good net man, though.
Yeah, he can run the dip net. I will give him credit where credit's due.
Here's the
Probably
thing.
help you out there, but I wouldn't count on anything else.
Here's the
First
thing.
flying already this morning.
I was getting everything ready and baited up while he was running to the poles.
Yeah, he's good for that too. Negative energy. Yeah, getting everything ready to go. And
No.
you can just tune him out after you get set up. You'll have better.
That's not me.
Hey, Blair, take a look at this.
Hold on, I'm getting something done here real quick.
Oh my!
We're gonna slide up just a little bit.
Jeez.
Making some breakfast tacos this morning.
Hang out, these guys are fun.
You guys are making me hungry.
I got to run to the trailer real quick. Liz is going to jump on and give you some stats from this morning too.
What do you want?
Hey, Liz,
Hello.
are you stepping in? Are you stepping in for Alex while he deserts us?
I am.
Watch on iPad.
Happy New Year.
Running to the trailer. I get set up here.
Did he really
We're gonna
run?
slide up, make a little move here real quick.
We got the chat firing up a little bit here. What happened? We lost somebody. We lost Team Crazy Cat.
That ain't hard to do.
We'll get it back.
They'll be back.
Liz, did you get breakfast this morning? You got donuts?
We didn't get donuts, but we went to the Rusty Rooster, the same place we went last night or yesterday morning.
Oh, jeez.
It's a good little place.
You could have brought
So,
me
yeah,
some
Glenn,
biscuits
we
and
have-
gravy.
Biscuit and gravy. We've got teams,
got,
103 anglers.
You got the chat beginning to go off here.
That's a pretty good season opener, 103 anglers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
that's
And
great.
we have 2 grassroots teams, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the grassroots is a great idea. get people involved in the sport, and so it's. I think there's a lot of tournament trails out there that need to consider doing something like that. The other thing too is the possibility of simultaneously doing a bank event, because there's a lot of bank fishermen out there that would love to be involved in these tournaments.
Yeah, we've been asked that, and we've been thinking about that for the future. So that'll be really cool to bring that in sometime.
What? Go ahead, Carl.
Clyde Hood's asking to explain the grassroots. The grassroots, and Liz, correct me if I'm wrong, is
Fish on.
somebody who's just getting into the
Oh, we
sport.
got fish on.
Fish on. Fish on.
All right, hang on. We'll explain that in a minute here.
Yeah.
God, it must be a monster the way they're yelling.
Well, Brian has a tendency of doing that.
I know, right?
Get it in at 25 pounds.
Yeah, but, you watch. It could be something substantial.
Setting the camera.
Hang on,
See
what
what that's showing us.
I had him. Tried to bring in Crazy Cats. I lost them.
There they are.
Let me try it again here. There we go. We got him. We got
we
you.
lost internet signal.
Got it. Just put it on his for a while.
Doug, what you bring on board? Brian, can you hear me? What'd you guys bring on board? What do you got hooked up?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't want to sit here much longer. How much longer you got in breakfast, Pop?
Over
All right,
by
we're gonna sit here till it's ready.
26 and a quarter.
26 and a quarter.
Gotta love the slot.
Yeah.
Let's see that fish.
We threw him in the water already.
All right.
I'm on tree.
So, Liz, go ahead and explain the grassroots, if you will, please.
So the grassroots are for anglers who are just getting started in the catfishing sport. It's a $50 entry. They'll be in their own pot. So this tournament, we've got 2. So hoping one weighs in, at least one of them. It's a different limit. So it's 2 under. So it's a 3 fish limit for the grassroots series. Yeah, theirs will be 100% payback. So if both of them weigh in, then they'll both walk with money. And then, if just one of them weigh in, then they'll walk with money. So it's pretty exciting.
Sure.
Both teams, there was a team of 3 and then a team of 2, and they were all really excited to get out there and, do the grassroots. So
Yeah, no, I think it's a great opportunity for somebody to get into the sport of tournament catfishing, and as I mentioned earlier, I think every trail should consider something like that, including establishing a bank division.
yeah.
All right. Looks like Team Blair is having a little bit of an issue. Oh, there they are.
Bite, Pat?
Just so folks at home know that the connections this morning are via cell phone. I'm not sure if there's a Starlink being used or not, but depending on their location and their connection, obviously the connections are going to be questionable at times, depending on their location.
Yeah, so we had also 4 teams today. This is their first catfish tournament.
Say that again, Alex. I'm sorry.
I said 4 teams today. This is their first catfish tournament.
It's great. It's great to see people getting into the sport.
Yeah.
And this one, and Alex, you can speak to this. I mean, the live on the water that we do, and now for those that haven't seen it yet, check out the next one. But we've been having a lot of fun with a new concept that the one versus one has been around, but we're kind of adapting it to catfishing with the ACA Catfish Challenge, and we do this to bring attention to the sport. The fellowship, the techniques, conservation, you name it. And it's a great opportunity to highlight the sport of catfishing and obviously some of these great teams and anglers.
Yeah, and you can look if you follow Joe Lunsford.
What's that music coming from?
Yeah, we got 3 anglers.
Alex, your audio is a little bit garbled.
It's a lot loud.
Is that better?
Seems to be.
Okay.
Good.
So what did I miss? Somebody caught a slot fish?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Team Dragon Master had a fish on board, and they had to throw him back.
So I've got a wager on today, Glenn, with Joe Lunsford, Team Crazy Cats, that $100 between me and him. That I'm saying big fish will be 38 pounds or bigger.
Well, I think that's a pretty safe bet.
This breakfast taco is so good.
So big run today.
Well, Lake of the Ozarks is known for what? There are a lot of channel cats. They have some big blues in there, flatheads.
A lot of blue cats. So Lake of the Ozarks is a good fishery. It's got channel cats, flatheads, blues. Blue cats have a slot here, 26 inches to 34 inches. So today you can have, the most you can have is 2 over blues. So 2 over 34 and 3 under 26. Or you can have channel cats and flatheads that don't pertain to that. It kind of makes it tough if you've already seen one team catch a slot fish. Donald Moore and Charles already had some slot fish. So it can be a game where you only have 5 unders too. But today is, it's very important in the points race. All 3 of these teams are chasing points. Donald Moore last night at the captain's meeting said that, I'm pretty sure he said he guarantees that he will be in the top 5 this year in points. And there was a couple other anglers that kind of, laughed at that. So I'm not sure what that meant. So we'll see how today goes. Donald, are you still thinking you're a top 5 contender this year in 24? Did we lose Donald?
There somewhere. It's up.
Yeah, their video's frozen, so they may be.
Yeah, they're froze up.
Again, we apologize for any technical snafus during the day, but it happens. There we go.
Thanks for breakfast, Pops.
Yeah, Donald, can you hear me? Charlie?
I'm good. Thank you. I think we're going to move.
Yeah, can you hear me?
You want this back there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was just saying that you guys talked about being in the top 5 in points, and there's a couple of teams that kind of shrugged their shoulders when they heard you guys say that.
Hey, what happened at the championship?
Oh.
We're picking up a lot of noise from somebody's mic.
Got everything finished up on for this first event. We got
Top
46
5.
teams.
It's all about who wins that championship money.
True.
Who cares? Points.
46 teams, 107 anglers, and 2 grassroots teams, 5 anglers. So 112 anglers here at Lake of the Ozarks. And like I said, it was 28 degrees this morning. There was ice on the dock, ice on the boats, ice on the ramp, ice on the windshield. It was so cold the Team Dragon Master decided to show up about an hour and a half late.
Ha!
Yeah,
Hour
he
and a
told
half.
me that last night they wasn't going to leave till 7 o'clock.
Oh, we got fish?
Bringing in a tree.
Oh, my.
Boat. You never know here.
So does everybody got a limit yet or no?
Not yet. No, not yet. We've had to throw back 2 slots.
Yeah, that slot tough today.
Has anybody caught any fish since we've been live except us?
No. Hey, look at this pink fish we're bringing
in.
Might be the biggest thing caught all day.
Well, since we've been live, this one.
Oh no.
Joe, that'll be $100. That $100 bill will be a signed $100 bill today.
Be signed, huh?
That's a
So
lively
you're saying
fish.
I'm gonna get a signed $100 bill from you? Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking Dragon Master's going to step up and catch one over 38 today.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
I think it's going to be her.
Alex, for those that don't understand, explain the slot.
So the slot at the lake just for blue cats is 26 to 34 inches. So it's actually, you'll get disqualified if you're in that slot, which having a fish in that slot is actually against the law. So each angler can have, actually, like those are 10 blue cats is possession a day with 2 over 34. So in this tournament, the most you can have blue cats per boat is 2 overs. So if you had your best day ever, you could have 2 over 34 inches cats and then 3 under 26. So you want to get that fish as close to 26 as you can without hitting 26. If it hits the 26 mark, they're going back in the water and you're going home with 0 points. So it's important. You guys making
making a move.
Crazy Cats?
We are.
You heard Dragon Master's already caught fish and they haven't. So
Yeah, we got to make a move, get a fish. Be a little noisy for a minute. I'm going to mute this.
So Brian, what are you guys doing today? Are you dragging or up or?
We're trying to dead stick our 3 unders right quick, and then we're going to make a move. But we only have about 10 more minutes allotted until we make our move to go for our big fish.
So are you making adjustments with the weather, with the sun being out today and the weather temps going up?
The sun's going to be a big factor on what we do the rest of the day. Yes.
Hey, behind you. He pulled it down. That pecker's pecking at it. He pulled it down pretty good.
Is it tough to spot lock?
Spot lock is easy. It's not the kind of fishing we like to do, but there's a lot of fish. Kind of an easy way to catch fish. The slots fish that we're catching are kind of aggravating, but we thought maybe we could put 3 unders in here real quick. We're getting close.
So you had one today that was pretty close. The one you just caught was almost a really good under, but it was just a hair over.
Yeah, we had a couple of 126 and a quarter, and one that was, what was the other one? We had one that was on 30.
Came up with it, he swam up.
we're already
So
on
when
our.
you dead stick, is it a different bite? Like, are they coming up and the rod goes slack, or is it just a hard takedown? Or
The fish we've caught have been really hard takedowns. A lot of bites, a lot of small fish. I mean, we have a couple rods right now that are dancing, but and that's kept us here a little bit longer than what we really wanted to be here. We're actually setting on our fourth spot. We planned on hitting these places give them about 20 minutes, put fish in the boat, and then we're going to make a major move and do a whole different kind of fishing here pretty quick.
so what have you guys, when it comes to a good under, what do you think that weighs? Is that a 6 pound, 8 pound fish?
We just threw back and under that was over that 26 and a quarter was probably 6 pounds.
He said about 6 pounds is the 26 and a quarter. Yeah.
But tell us we're drifting.
I think we had
I'm drifting, Doug.
one of those fish we had was probably closer to 14 pounds slot. It's the biggest one we've caught.
Yeah, hey, Doug. I took us off spot lock. We're just going to drift back. It's going to drop off again. We're just going across this.
JT Ray is suggesting that you guys change bait. He heard there was some bad bait distributed.
Yeah. So our good buddy JT Ray actually shared some bait with us, and it's working really well so far.
Did he give you the bait like when he was passing you by, or was it when he returned, or when he passed you by again?
We met a shady character at a dock last night.
Yeah.
Transaction undercover.
Brian, what kind of bait is that?
Kind of what? Bait?
Yankee bait. It's north of the Red River.
We're using 6 to 8 inch gizzard shad.
What do you think about live bait when you're dead sticking?
JT didn't get. Well, we do it sometimes, but we didn't bring our bait cooler or bait live well. I prefer cut bait myself.
Got a question here. Is anybody using a live scope type setup?
Yeah, so Craig, that he actually fishes for catfish, and he's caught a lot of catfish vertical.
Team Crazy Cats, you got your mic muted, just so you know.
No wonder you can't hear it.
There you go.
There we are.
They didn't want us to. They were plotting. They didn't want us to hear what they were talking about.
So what you guys make a move to? Is the sun, Joe, affecting what you guys are doing today? Is it how you're fishing, shallow or deep, or?
Yeah, the wind changed directions on us, so we're trying to follow the bait. Bait made a little move on us, so we're making a little move ourselves.
It looks like a beautiful day there. Is it warming up at all?
I think the
It's a perfect day.
Incredible. Yeah, after yesterday, this is wonderful. Yesterday was rain, snow, cold.
Yep.
You can hear me. Donald can't hear nothing or say anything, apparently.
Tell him to go out and come back in.
Dominic needs to clean his ears
Your
out.
guys' service is rough.
Ours is. I figured that.
Yeah, Boost Mobile's not very good on Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah. Look at that.
Hey, it's cheap though.
It's Verizon. Rising probably don't work very good here.
Get it.
You are talking
Fish
to
on.
Fish on. That
Another
was
one on.
quick.
Ain't very big. But that's another one. It's a fish. Oh, weeding them out.
They're not dragging. Hey, Brian.
Yeah. What's up,
Hey,
Charlie?
Brian. Are y'all dragging baits again?
No, we're not.
Are y'all
Let's see
dragging
that
baits?
fish, Joe.
No, we're not dragging anything.
Three on the bottom and one is suspended. Right now, yeah, they're all spot locked.
Another live well fish.
I just let them out.
Little guy.
Did you say not a live well fish or a live well fish?
It's a live well fish. Just
Oh,
a
yeah.
small one though.
2 of yours on the bottom, let them down because it's deeper, and one suspended about 12 foot on the bottom.
We're looking for.
Wrap this all up.
Yeah, there's bait for this going by.
Jason Adam Flegel says hi.
I'm trying now.
No, don't go out.
We can cut
No, just extra for now.
all.
Those are about 6
Fish all day long.
That's the bait we needed by that water bottle pop.
Doug, fish yet?
We're having all kinds
Say that
of issues.
again.
Have you helped put a fish in the boat yet?
I have. I've actually put 2 out of the 3 in the boat. Of course, I'm like being like Charlie today. I'm jumping in front of everybody, grabbing a rod.
Oh my! So you're the ones that so you're going to catch all the big fish.
Yeah, I learned from Blair. If you want to catch fish, you just got to push everybody else out of the way.
Hey, wake
So
up.
your new name is Tebow instead of Old Crow?
Wake up.
I said your new name
God,
is
look at that
Tebow
rod.
instead of Old Crow.
Pappy's got poles going down both sides and ain't paying attention.
Pappy's asleep up front.
Hey, Charlie.
I think he was up there. I think he was asleep. I think he just fell asleep. Yes, sir.
For the water.
Hey, Charlie, do you
Talk,
think anybody
Corey.
would break your boat record that Old Crow put on there?
It's done been done. He just don't know it.
No. He's going to put the boat record on my boat
No,
today.
the world would have heard about it if somebody would have did that.
I'm not going to make a comment on that.
There's more in there. I usually go about this long
You
pop.
made plenty of comments about me catching the biggest fish on your
No,
boat.
I can't make a comment on,
Positive
like,
comments. They were comments.
yeah, it will get broke, and it could get broke any day, but I can't say no names.
Little side bet, Charlie, between me and you for today.
Oh.
If you knew, I didn't even know you were fishing.
He's our sleeper pick.
Yeah, I thought you was just a camera guy today.
So Doug, what kind of bet you gonna do with Charlie?
Well, you know Charlie's bets. $100, $100. Every day's $100.
Charlie's not betting.
Sign $20 bill.
Charlie ain't even put a line in the water until today here. Why would I be betting?
Oh,
anything?
you guys have been on.
Oh, here we
Let's
go.
talk about this.
Always an excuse.
So a couple teams came here last weekend and had a good, big, great day. Brian, what's your thoughts on them fish still being in that same pattern 7 days later?
He goes right back to him.
I don't know. I guess it depends on what kind of pattern it was. I mean, what we've learned and seen is you can pull up to any point, ledge, dead stick, put fish in the boat, and that's just about what everybody's doing. I can see boats from here right now, and that's what everybody's doing. So I don't know what kind of pattern that is. We're only going to do it for a few more minutes, and we'll be moving to something else.
What type of water you see? I mean, have you seen some deep water, like 100 foot?
We've seen some 100-foot water. We've caught fish in 90 foot.
What's water
40
temp?
foot, 50 foot, 60 foot. Water temperature here is actually 49 degrees. We've seen water temperatures as low as 42.
So you think them shallow flats with this sun? I mean, it's going to be almost in the 50s.
I don't
Think
want to
that
say
can
anything.
change
about-
anything?
I mean, you know us. That's what we're banking our day on. So,
But is the water too cold, or will it warm up fast enough for that?
and yeah, actually, the shallow water flats that we practice in, the temperature is about 5 to 6 degrees colder there than it is out on the main lake. But that'll
That's a
just
hell of a
warm up
delay.
quicker in the sun.
Joe, did you guys make a run today?
Not too far, about 5 miles, 6 miles.
Oh, that ain't too far at all, really.
Time is it?
Nah. We turn
Is
that
it warming
down.
up out there a little bit for you guys?
Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah, it's awesome. Down to a hoodie and a t-shirt.
Yeah, it was brutal this morning though with that wind and. Donald, did we lose Charlie? Did he fall in the lake?
Where's your bright eye?
No, I'm at the front of the boat for a minute.
You getting Pappy under control?
There's a boat over here. I can't tell if he's on the far shore or...
So all team has 3 fish. Nobody has an over yet.
We have 4 fish, no over.
So teams can weigh 5 unders. I assume some will today, especially if
trying
the
to.
struggle with getting the
I'm
spot fish
trying to.
out.
He's got his head sloped over. He's comfortable and slow.
Hey Joe, you want to kind of explain why we got to burt fish at this lake and how to burt fish, even if you don't have a PVC pipe?
Well, got a burt. If you're fishing in a little bit deeper water, the fish come up so fast it pushes the stomach. Basically, it blows it up. Is what it does. It bloats the fish, makes it float. So in order to get that air out of there, either we got a PVC tube. Where's that at, Pops?
He swam around good.
Glenn, we're just talking about how to burp a fish when they get
right over the edge,
50 to
right
100 feet of water.
Yeah, no, it's something
we
that's
just
very
gotta-
necessary.
We just got a PVC tube that you shove down into its stomach, and then it releases the air out so the fish can safely swim back off. Or if you don't have a tube, you can take and get him. Nope. Oh, this came on.
So Brian, you got one too?
Yeah, we've already had to use it this morning. This one quite ground down the end, or it's really nice and smooth, beveled, and it's got perforated holes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
Can y'all hear me?
If you get
They
the
don't have a
opportunity,
PVC tube. What's your
Dog,
option?
can you hear me? Can you hear me through your earphones? Glenn, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. We just can't see you.
We don't necessarily want to hear you. How's that?
You can't see?
So if you
Here,
don't
can
have
you
a,
see
if you don't have,
So, Joe, if you don't have a tube, what's the best to get that fish to burp out?
the best thing to do is to lay the fish on its belly and just let him lay on the floor for a few minutes, and eventually that air will kind of push out before you throw him into the water. Or you can throw him in a live well with it a little bit shallow, and they'll get that air out, and then you don't have to stick the tube down in their throats.
I would not suggest doing that with your slot fish.
Yeah, don't do that with your. Go ahead and burp your slot fish.
Yeah, if you get an opportunity, any of the teams to be able to show the viewers how that's done, that'd be great.
That would be great. Awesome. Absolutely.
I can burp the little one we just got. It needed burped anyway. We tossed it in live well, burp it real quick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, when you get a chance to burp it, and then if you can bring that, maybe if Joe could hold the camera, or you could show us that, Joe. Mrs. Paula Smith joined Brian and asking how you're doing.
Where is our stick?
See you, Paula.
Oh, will you hand me that?
You know,
Paula
make it
Smith.
big.
Happy New Year, Paul.
You're good, right there. You're good there. All right, I'm gonna burp this fish. So we have piece PVC. It's been ground down at the end, so it's not so sharp and pointy. Just get his mouth open. Carefully stick that down in his stomach. We're getting a bite over here. Stick this down in his stomach, and about the time it hits the stomach, you'll hear some air release. And you just do it 1 or 2 times, and it'll release that air. It'll push up against that bladder, that float, and release that air for you. And then you can feel the stomach, how it squishes. It's all that air is out. When he first comes up, it feels like a real stiff balloon. So always good to burp your fish, though. We're not feeding the eagles every day.
What size is that pipe?
Now, does that hurt the fish at all?
My gosh, look like you're sticking a 2-inch pipe down fish.
2-inch pipe. It's just a small fish.
What are you saying about a small fish? Hey, it's a
He
fish.
just stick a 2-inch pipe down that fish.
Actually, that was a 3/4 inch pipe, so that's how small that fish is. So, poor fish.
Nooner's in the house.
So, do you have another bite there, Joe?
Yeah, we just had a nibble of nothing happened. Oh, no, maybe he's back. Hang on.
3/4 a little big, 1/2 inch.
Are you guys?
Is that what he told you?
What are you guys doing? It looks like Doug hooked up.
No, hung up.
Hung up. I thought he had rod bent there.
We have to do something.
Wow. Charlie, you getting thrown under the bus here, brother.
Why? What?
Huh?
They always like try to throw me out there because they're, when people get intimidated by someone, they talk a lot of smack, and that's the problem. They're all intimidated by me. It's all
You're
good.
always talking smack, Charlie. So I mean, what does that say about you?
I only lay it back to them. What are you talking about, Glenn? I give it back. That's Alex sometimes can't handle it. He likes to give it, but he can't handle it back.
Whatever, I give it right back to you.
Let me get my boots. Hold up.
Hey, get your boots on, Jason. Donald is actually he has to wear boots now anytime he leaves the house, and he's gonna.
They're pretty tall boots, also.
The tall boots.
Oh, I guarantee.
When Charles is at a tournament, you got to almost have those hip waders because it's getting real deep.
Yeah. They better be waders. They better be hip.
Right.
Donald's gonna need more than boots if something don't change here in a minute on his spot.
No, Paul. Alex is not napping. He's in his truck, very relaxed.
Come on, babe.
Paul, I wish I was napping though. That does sound amazing.
He had himself a big breakfast. Probably has a few donuts. He's he's having one of those big carb crashes.
Yeah. Brian, are you guys making a move?
We just bumped over just a little bit.
Ready?
Charlie, how many fish do you guys have in the boat?
I'm moving, Top.
Glenn, I got another team that'll probably jump on around 10 to 10:15.
Great. I'm not set up for that, but I guess I can be.
Well, we'll drop a team if Blair's service. I don't know if they just got bad. They're in a bad area, or
Yeah, he's frozen again.
yeah, they're in a must be in a horrible area.
Yeah.
Big fish here. Come on.
Looks
It
like
must
Team
be
Trackmaster
rising.
making a
We have
move.
ACA and we had real good signal yesterday with her.
Is anybody using Starlink or is this all cell phone connection?
Cell phone for us.
We have Starlink. We just don't have it turned on.
This one was fair.
Slide up. Rebait everything. Rebait it.
So Chris Bray says cheeseburgers and French fries are the best bait at Lake of the Ozarks.
No.
Just drop them down to at the restaurant. That is true.
That's
I was at Redheads. I think Liz and I seen catfish dog food. Speaking of dog food, I'm pretty sure I seen JC Ray carrying a bag of dog food this morning.
Get some. Get this out now. Oh.
Joe, have you ever used dog food for bait?
What's that?
You ever used dog food for bait?
I actually have caught a channel cat on dog food. That's so weird. We're making another move real quick, so I'm gonna mute this.
All right.
See this big hookup? You see this big hookup?
No,
David
unfortunately
Baker
we
wants to
can't.
know what cell signal works best down there. Is it AT&T?
Can't
Boost
see.
Mobile does not.
T-Mobile?
You can't see that big rod bent over?
No, we cannot see.
Am I a
You guys
black
got a
screen
fish,
or
Charlie?
something? Can y'all not see nothing?
I can see you doing something, but I can't tell what's going on.
JT Ray wants to know who has donuts.
Charlie, do you got a fish?
Yeah. Oh, I just got a.
Hold it out of his mouth.
Brian, did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's what he's famous for.
He's famous for that.
Jumps the gun.
Donald, what happened?
Charlie just pulled the hook out of one.
Hey, you guys, y'all just. Top dog, you just keep on rolling. You don't know nothing about this.
You got to have some patience, Charlie.
When you're not used to catching fish and you go somewhere that you get a couple bites, you get excited.
Excited.
Out the mouth.
Still excited.
Hey, Coy.
Jeez, Charlie.
Coy. That pie hole.
Charlie.
Like, just so all the viewers know, every time I've ever
Hey,
missed
control that pie hole.
3-1.
Are you serious? You better get on. No. He's just playing.
It's got to be pretty rough to get mopped up in your own boat all the time.
Hey, Brian, I like that.
No, we got top.
Do what, Glenn?
Said I like that logoed coat.
Oh, trying to.
Oh, thank you. That's a custom 100-mile-an-hour suit.
I'm gonna have to get over there and spank him again. Wait, that ain't Top Dog, is it?
Charlie,
Yeah, it's Top Dog.
Charlie,
Yeah,
you're talking all the trash, Charlie, but we don't see any fish.
No.
What are you doing in my spot over here, Charles?
No, you need to get out of here, dude. Seriously, that thing.
Seriously.
Hey, that's Charles's spot.
Come on, Joe. Gee.
No,
This was my spot I
it's
had
just
been
every
saving.
time,
I was
every
saving it for when I
time
saw him. He was
somebody,
officially actually my spot.
every time somebody sees this orange and white and black boat, they want to fish right next to
Good
it.
thing.
It's
our favor
understandable.
is if Top Dog's in the same area as Charles, they're both in the wrong spot. So that's going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Charlie, you wanted to come on this morning, so you're going to need to take the heat, brother.
Yeah, I might have to get off here for a minute. Hey, y'all actually, you might be seeing me. Hey, listen. Y'all listen. Y'all are fixing to see me in the other boat's camera here in a minute. I think I'm about to go over there and get some spanking lessons. Some bait.
Hey, Brian, Steve Holmes is asking how many fish you guys have.
Do what?
I need a bank.
Steve Holmes is asking how many fish Dragon Masters have.
Say it one more time.
Steve Holmes is asking how many fish Team Dragon Master has so far.
We've put in 4 fish in the boat so far.
And you slot fish? 2 slot fish, you said?
Believe that.
3 slot.
Man, who's got the wind noise?
We have one fish in the live well.
Oh, 1 fish in the live well. So you've got several slots.
Yeah, we have 3 slots, 1 in the live well. Total of 4 fish.
So right now we're doing way better than Brian did last Saturday.
Wow.
That came from your teammate, Brian. Your buddy, your pal, your partner.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, you see.
Nobody brought that up. Nobody brought that up.
You see how they are? They sit there and talk about each other on the
Doug brought it up first.
I caught more fish the day before than this boat's caught 3 days it's been here.
Brian, we're having a little trouble hearing you.
I said I caught more fish on the last Friday than this boat's caught in 3 days.
You need bait.
I haven't seen any crazy.
Yeah, last Friday when you were pre-fishing for the catfish challenge, you were slaying them.
It was a great day. I had a good time. So I decided to fish with Coy and Doug and just be the cameraman. And anything that happens today is all on Coy and Doug.
Guys, I'm going to do a little bit of frame adjustment here so we can bring in Randy. So bear with me here. Those at home, see what we have to do here. I'm going to, Alex and I are getting a little bit far. These guys.
That's so not cool. I need, that's got new junk on it. I need a chunk for this, but I gotta get it later for it too. Is this one ready?
Take the baits off.
This your dad.
Yeah, where did those drag baits go that were in the floor out here?
You say those bags?
There on the point where you caught that fish. A good spot.
On the console? Yeah.
Out of here where we were on that shoreline yesterday, we got those slots. That'd probably still be a good spot with the wind today. Yeah.
Here we go. We got Randy. Randy, how are you? Can you hear us?
I can, Glenn. Can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, I was drinking some Black Rifle coffee this morning. It was sure a good morning for it.
I'll tell you, I got my Black Rifle right here, brother. That's good stuff. Good
we got
stuff.
this enclosure. We got this enclosure and got the buddy heater going, so we're pretty warm in here.
I'll bet. I'll bet. You got anything in the live well?
Yeah, we got 5.
Who is it?
Yeah, we don't have much size to them, but we got 5. So now we're gonna start calling.
There you go.
I don't know that. 20 minutes, 15 minutes. So, an awful lot.
Charlie, is your service getting any better? There you are, Randy.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Sorry, I had to make the adjustment.
Wrong way?
Did you guys make a far
Turn
run,
to
Randy?
back?
Oh, we just come down here to the dam. We didn't go very far. They're biting on everything, though. We've been catching them
on TV.
What's
I
that?
don't know where to go.
Are you catching those fish they talk about on TV? Those big ones that look like a Volkswagen when the divers go down by the dam.
Well, I mean, we're trying to get one of those. We got the live scope on, and we found one down there. We're just trying to get him to bite.
There you just need one of those. You can put the rest back.
That's right. That's right. They're biting on everything, though. We've got them on shad, skipjack, and chicken.
Wow. I know Kirk Lucky sent me a picture this morning, and he had shad on his cutting board and half chicken.
Yeah.
He's caught bigger fish than most people have with chicken, believe it or not. I just think he had one that was like 87 just last weekend.
On chicken?
On chicken.
My biggest one on chicken.
Yeah, he showed me the trade.
My biggest one on chicken's 30.
Does the Lake of the Ozarks
crap?
Has there been any carp in the Lake of the Ozarks?
Doesn't matter if he's not.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Does anybody else know?
Jason? Jason and Joe.
I think Jason's busy.
You guys got a fish on?
Oh, we missed it. He came off.
Hey, are there any carp on Lake of the Ozarks?
Any what?
There any silver carp on Lake of the Ozarks?
Quick story. 10 years ago, the world record Asian carp was caught out of Lake of the Ozarks during snagging season. 112 pounds. It has since been broke, but I was on the water and seen that fish that day, and it was caught up in the upper end at the 89 mile marker, right below the 65 bridge.
Them guys are like cats.
Well,
that's why they're Team Crazy Cats.
we're going to pull over there about 10 yards from them.
Come on.
Hey, all you'll do is add a little bit more bait to the area.
Yeah.
No, the reason I was asking about carp, we've had conversations with various biologists, different parts of the country. In Indiana was actually saying that when they go out outside and catch fish, they catch 2 or 3 times more catfish on carp bait than they do skipjack or shad. So I was just curious as far as whether carp bait or better Lake of the Ozarks and any other fishery.
It's that stuff that I got from Andy.
They we did have the world record come out of here, but we don't have Asian carp like the rivers or like the river has Asian carp. They think they get flown in by a random bird. We'll pick them up below Bagnall and drop them in here. And that's why when one is caught there, they can grow so big. It's because it's a perfect food source, and they don't have a billion other ones competing for their food. So the ones that do make it in here get really, really big. And I've never caught one out of here. We got another one out. He came off.
Hey,
so,
Glenn. Hey, Glenn.
Yes.
Will you mute us or black us out? We're making a long run.
We're hooked up.
Mute you.
Need that? We're hooked up. We got one on. You want that? I'm gonna bring up flow first. Okay.
Who's got one on?
Where's he at?
Who said
Randy's
they had
got one on.
There we go.
I don't think.
Randy.
I got to get to that camera. Hang on.
Where's he at? Huh?
He ain't no biggie. No, he's not very big. He's just a dink. It's on chicken too.
Hey, it's a fish. Charles
It's a
Blair and
fish.
Donald could use one of those right now.
Where's he at?
So is that like a special chicken or just chicken?
Cherry. Soaked in
It
cherry.
really is cherry chicken.
Soaked in
Donald,
cherry
are you listening
Kool-Aid.
to this? Donald, you better take notes.
Now you just use chicken.
I'm taking notes right now.
My wife's PB out of this lake is off of chicken.
God, I guess I should have picked up some chicken liver last night.
Nope, just chicken breast. Get old chicken breast.
Chad put a whole leg on over here. He's trying to catch that Volkswagen with a leg.
Yeah, we could probably replace that one little one.
So, Randy, you talked about using chicken. Okay, is it just plain chicken, or do you do anything to it? Do you marinate it? Do you add shit to it? What do you do?
So I'll tell you the story, Glenn. I was down at Wilson Dam on below Wheeler Dam, actually on Lake Wilson, and there was two old boys down there. They forgot their plug and they put their boat in, and they needed some help. They were old fellas. I went over there and helped them get their boat up, and they were getting ready to go out catfishing, and they had a container that looked like chicken livers. And I asked him if they were using chicken livers, and he said no. He said, take a lid off of that and smell it. And I was like, oh, I smell that. And he said, no, smell it. And it was cherry Kool-Aid, chicken soaked in cherry Kool-Aid. And I didn't believe him, but he said that they catch them like crazy down there. So I went and bought some that next day and went out and caught a 30-pounder with it.
Now the cherry Kool-Aid, you just like marinate it in the cherry Kool-Aid and that's it.
Yep. So last night I picked up two packages of cherry Kool-Aid, dumped it in a gallon bag, threw about 4 pounds of chicken cut up in 2-inch chunks on it, mixed it all together and set it in the fridge. So it marinated overnight.
And how many fish do you have in a live well?
5. We just called one, right? We just called the little one. So yeah.
You just call one. So from what I understand, you guys have caught the most fish this morning out of all the teams that we're featuring on chicken and Kool-Aid.
Hey, Randy, Sarah says you're telling her secrets.
She probably is saying that too, because she's the one that told me to get it.
So I mean, it's interesting though. I mean, so those that are kind of tuning in, where we ask questions and the anglers are giving some great tips, because there's folks out there that may not know this or are afraid to ask. And it's great that anglers such as Randy share this kind of stuff, because everybody can learn.
Fish on. Jason got one.
Bringing them up. What's it feel like, Jason?
Feels like a 5-pounder.
So about 25 inches.
Yeah, no, I might be about 20 inches if I'm lucky.
Okay.
Oh, it just got a little bigger.
What's going on here?
Oh, maybe it got a little smaller. I'll get this fish to burp. Give me my stick.
Jason,
we're gonna burp the
let me ask
fish
you a
real
question.
quick.
Yeah, hey, show us that again. Glenn, pull them up big.
Yeah, so
burping that fish.
here, hold the stick. This fish is so full you can't get. Hang on a second.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
hold on, Jason. All right.
So this fish is so full that his belly won't even move. I mean, it's just stuffed full of air. So the hardest part is getting your mouth open, getting the old bait out. All right, get him up here. You stick this down his throat.
See, we didn't have ours.
Right into his stomach. And here, see if we can hear it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So he's still burping.
Yeah, you hear that gurgling.
Yep. So at this point,
How deep was that fish caught?
we are sitting right now in 75 foot of water.
Oh,
So now you can see his belly's really squishy. So he's ready to go back. Well,
That's
not go
great.
back. He's going in our live well. But if you're throwing him back, he'd be ready to go back.
Now, what's the diameter of that PVC pipe you're using?
Is that 3/4 or 1 inch? Is that 1 inch or 3/4? It's 3/4 PVC.
Okay, could it be like 1/4 inch PVC? So like on smaller fish, it's not that invasive into their stomach.
I don't know that something that small would give you the results you want. I got a really long pair of needle nose, and I use those every once in a while if I drop my stick in the water or something. And they won't burp the fish unless I open them when they're in there to give it a little pressure up against that diaphragm. So really, I think that maybe a 1/2 inch would be about as small as I'd want to go. I mean, then you'd be using a pencil, and I just don't think that will get it done. It takes that tube and the pressure in his stomach pushing up against that diaphragm to release that air.
With our finger because we can't get to the diaphragm.
Yeah, can't get your fingers in far enough, right?
I was able to burp a couple of them with my finger this morning, but the bigger ones you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times we'll whenever I'm up here fishing in the winter, we'll throw those fish in especially that size. You don't have a tool, just throw them in your live well for a good 20 minutes, and they'll release that air on their own. A lot of problem is when they get in this water in these lakes, and especially this time of year, you let them go and they float. You are feeding the eagles, but if you don't burp them, you can catch 60 fish a day very easy this time of the year. So.
Sorry, boys, we're a little bit
A little bit of action going on. Randy, you got you hooked up?
All right, what do we want to do?
Hard to go, and then you
Joe, when you guys were showing us that fish, you had a rod dancing, dude.
It's probably just from the boat moving.
We run our bait clickers open, or turn our bait clickers on and run our spools open. That way, whenever the boat moves, we're not dragging our baits through the trees and along the bottom.
All right, Randy's hooked
Randy, you
up.
hooked up?
I'm hooked up. Well, it's either me or Chad. We're kind of in together. I think it's me.
Randy, who else you have on the boat with you?
I got Mark Ford and Chad Milks. He's staying down pretty good. This might be a better fish.
Oh, I'm excited to see.
I'm excited to see.
And this is your first time on Lake of the Ozarks, right?
Yeah.
And this is on chicken and Kool-Aid, right?
This is not. This is on shad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a better fish, but I think he's going to be in the slot, unfortunately. A better fish. Can you guys see it? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
That'll be close.
Great job by the cameraman, by the way.
It was a challenge.
Yeah.
It was a challenge. Yeah, we're going to get him picked up and we'll let you know.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Hey,
close.
can I flip this camera around?
Yeah, I think
You might just have to go out of it.
No, it's no big deal. I'll just keep it the way it is. When they get him on the measuring stick, I'll turn it around so you guys can see.
That should be in the range.
I'm hoping it's an over.
I'm hoping it's an over too.
Randy, what kind of bump stick do you have?
We got the one that Alex sold us last night. It's the knockoff of the Parks, I think.
Button.
It's this
Top
one here.
side, on the side where your fingers are. Top one.
It's still a
right.
Park
Hit it one.
board.
Push right on the arrow. Right arrow.
How's his belly? Is it?
It's a little deep. Yeah, he was 60 feet.
I won't be here. He is in the slot. We've got to go to what, 34?
He's 33, Alex.
Yep.
He's 33.
Oh,
Go ahead and show him. Can you see it?
Yep, just an inch short. Man, that's close. What does that fish weigh, you think?
I'm gonna put him on here in a second and let you know. I'll find out.
Where they headed?
We lost Team Dragon Master. We'll be back.
Turn that up.
Okay. He's weighing 15.5.
Yep. That'd have been a good one.
Yeah, 15.5. Jason said it's got to be 18. He said 18 pounds will get you over.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a picture.
You got up in the.
Everybody dropping out here. Where's Alex go?
I'm here.
How do I get your setup for a picture?
We're just waiting for Team Dragon Master to come back in.
So Glenn, I'll try to. I don't know if I can switch my camera around.
Who is
Yes.
that? Another guy? Hey, just so they know, tell them Top Dog's headed their way. He just took off.
I'm coming back to you, Charles.
I'm gonna put y'all down for a second, and I'll be back.
All right, we're here.
And this mount is a pain in the butt.
Why? Yeah.
That's a beautiful cast, Jason. So Glenn, I'll go over the payout. I was if I can get my camera switched around here.
What do you mean, Yannick?
Hang on, Alex. Let me bring you up full screen. For those that don't know, Alex,
free fall. Yep.
this is the payout for the Lake of the Ozarks Twisted Cat, their first event for 2024. Alex, can you zoom in a little more?
For a little bit. I'm gonna put it down there. I'm in live.
I don't know if you can see it very well on here, but
yeah, it's a little blurry.
So Glenn helped create this program on Excel where we just come in here. We've got our entry fee, $300, and then we've got our up to 100 boats this year. So at 100 boats, if you change this number to 100,
we only
it shows you that you've got a $30,000 payout. First place would be 12,000, second place 6,000, 4,000, 2,100, 1,900, 1,600, 1,400, 1,000. So it's 100% payback. Also with big fish from Castaway Customs, so it's actually 100% $500. So today we've got 46 teams. Hit enter. That's going to be a $13,800 payout at 100%.
Yeah, hold it around.
So 13,800 with the 100%, and then 14,300 with the $500 big fish. So today's first place will be 5,520. Second place will be 2,760. Third place 1,840. Fourth place 966. Fifth place 874. sixth place 736, 644, and eighth place 460. So trying to get this on the website, but trying to figure out how to code.
Right.
And I'm not too good at coding. So
yeah, it's a great way. It's a great way to keep things consistent in every event based upon the number of teams. So it's a great tool. It's a great tool for any tournament director to have to be able to calculate out.
We want to pull them up and look for another spot there.
Payouts and be able to show the teams, and I think that we can probably convert that to an online tool, or at least be able to show the finished product, based upon the number of anglers, the entry fee, and then the breakdown as far as what places are being paid. So it's a great little tool. And Alex and I worked on that last season, towards the end of last year.
Right.
And
we need to pull some chicken out, cut it.
I think it's been working out real well.
Yeah, that's what we used all last year. So that's how we literally the boat numbers. We type in the boat number. The entry fee is already set, and you've got the percentages that pay out. So it's 40%, 20, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 7, 6, 3, 3, 3, 3. So there's a lot of math. And I wasn't great at math growing up. I hated math, but with the help of Glenn and some calculators, we got it figured out.
Well, don't look at me. I mean, I'm horrible at math too. Although I know how to use Excel and I know the formulas that have to go in to create that. But other than that,
So somebody's going to have a good payday
my
today.
math skills. Once I'm figuring out how much money I'm going to make, and my math skills suck.
Yeah. So
When I was younger, I wanted to fly jets. I wanted to join the military and fly jets, but my math skills suck, so that didn't work.
Glenn, I'm proof that you don't have to have good math skills because I flew helicopters in the Army.
You know, it's funny, Randy, because I got my private, and the Army actually contacted me and asked me if I wanted to fly helicopters. And I said, no, man, I want to drive jets. And I regret doing that because, it'd be great to have my helicopter ticket.
Yeah, I tell you what, flying helicopters is fun. I'm sure flying jets is fun, but flying helicopters is a lot of fun, right on the top of the trees.
Oh yeah, no, I've loved aviation. In fact, I've flown a bunch of different things. I actually got into years ago flying ultralights and drilled one into the ground from about 100 feet. I thought I was dead.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, no, the ground does not move.
No. Holy cow, Glenn, you got lucky.
Oh yeah, no, I had my head between my legs and kissing my butt goodbye.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but I got into power paragliding. Now that's a blast. You strap a motor to your back and fly the beach. Absolutely love it.
You still doing any of that?
I haven't in several years. I actually sold my paramotor and my wing, but I want to get back into it. I'll get rig wrap put on the wing.
Yeah,
write it off.
We just need bait on that one up there, don't we? What was on there? That was
Yeah.
So Randy, you've only been the one in the action this morning. Everybody else is having a rough go. Look, Nate Blent just said all the fish he's caught's been in the slot too.
Oh yeah, he was telling me that earlier. He texted me earlier and said he had to let go. He had to let go of the only one he had caught when I talked to him earlier. Man, if I could just stretch that one out another inch, I'd be all right.
Yeah. That's how it goes sometimes,
So what happened to Dragon Master?
I was cast it out, Marcus. Just cast it straight out to the side.
They might have got nervous,
No.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't believe that. You might.
They
Is
must have
Liz
made a
around?
serious run.
Alex, is Liz around?
Yeah.
You might want to have her text Brian and let him know that he's off. Offline, and tell him to
Did
get back
somebody
on.
tell him Mike Mitchell is coming down?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too
Oh.
soon? Was that too soon? I probably shouldn't have said that.
Randy, what do you think? What do you guys think about the Catfish Challenge? Pretty cool, isn't it?
I love it. I love it, Glenn. I've watched both of them so far, and I love it. It's a good time. If I can't get on the water, I'm going to watch somebody else on the water for sure.
Yeah, it's we're having a lot of fun putting that all together, and every time we do it, we kind of we advance it a little bit more. This time we had multiple cameras, and we're gonna until we get this thing to where we want it to be, as far as we want to create a 30-minute TV show out of it, broadcast type of thing. But right now, I think what we're going to do conceptually is that the winner of each one of these gets to call out the next challenge. And and we already know who Mike Mitchell wants to call out. We're just making sure that everything kind of comes together.
That's what I thought too. Is that the winner ought to be able to call out the next guy? I thought that'd be a pretty good idea.
Yeah, no, at this point, I think that might be, and again, conceptually, it might be the best way to go. But down the road, if we can get this thing into more of a broadcast format, we'd like to take and create individual events. So the winners of each one of it'd be like a 13-week kind of thing or a 12-week thing. So the winner of the first or of the 11 would then have a championship.
My phone's already on
2-part. So the 12th and the 13th show would be a split with the championship. One day being on a lake, one day being on a river.
Here.
We don't know. I mean, Alex has got great ideas. Brian's got great ideas. We all work as a team to put it together, along with the anglers that participate. So, it's a great effort by everybody, and that's what it needs.
Hey, I said keep Alex as a cameraman. He did a great job.
He did, and he did a great job explaining the one aspect of that whole thing was he did a great job explaining the seam and the current and how it was coming back on that that rip wrap.
Yeah.
Oh, use it for all.
But the first one was amazing.
Randy, are you saying that I'm not a good angler?
No, I didn't say
saying I'm a better angler.
Hey, I wasn't saying that after I watched that first challenge. You came back like a madman and almost won that thing. I am not saying that. I'm just saying you did really well at the camera. You need to have a couple of those higher end cameras, I think, that you can put in each boat.
Yeah, no, that looked good. I think giving it that kind of that wide view looked good.
Yeah, we found. I'm gonna grab one just to try it out, but we found some pan tilt zoom cameras with AI, so it actually tracks the angler automatically. So we're gonna give one of those a try, and if we can get like 3 of those on board at different angles, that could be real interesting.
Yeah.
One good under and 4
I'm concerned about Blair and Moore. They've not had a lot of movement going on.
They haven't.
I think they're sleeping.
They're right there.
Donald, are you guys okay? Well, they're muted. Do they know they're muted?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you always want to mute Charlie, but let me see what's going on here.
Can you hear me? I was trying to mute y'all out, but
one of your cameras is muted.
Wouldn't work.
Yeah, bring that camera. Looked
What,
good.
Donald?
Bring that back in.
We had both ours.
You got to turn that.
We had both ours.
other camera.
Donald's?
Yeah.
Yeah. What service do you got, Donald? Do you got Boost?
Yeah.
Or
What the
Cricket?
hell's that?
Chicken. Cooking on everything back there, at least on one spot. That's what I was on too.
I gotta turn the camera. He's going to your camera.
That's a good view right there,
We
Donald.
got guys moving in
gotta
all
unlock
over
it.
us.
But what are they moving in on
Gotta
you guys
unlock it.
for?
I don't know.
You guys haven't caught a fish since at least 9 a.m.
I think it's the bait Donald brought.
I would use Donald's phone has better service for whatever reason.
There we go. Good.
Move right there here for a little bit, but
Oh no, right.
the channel. I think that's. Yeah, we can go do it. But we did mark more fish going up through here. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll just
So
go
Charlie,
up there.
no fish since 9 a.m.
Whenever you want to do these, you can probably pull the baits up there because there's no creeks. We really didn't have much debris. And keep marking, start seeing trees there, we can stop and pull them.
Oh, nothing else out of the spot.
Charlie, can you hear us?
That one quick going, Mark. Probably another dink.
Randy, so what do you guys got going on? You're fishing deep water, dead sticking off the front and the back of the boat?
Yeah, yep, that's exactly right.
And how many fish?
Yeah, we've been fishing structure. We've been finding trees and fishing the trees. What was your question, Alex?
Above them or?
Well, sometimes we fish right above them and drop down into them, and sometimes we go up river from them a little bit and cast back into them. But we've been having a lot of luck straight below the boat.
I know you have to until that. Moving, Pops.
You wrote it on Wednesday.
We tried, Alex. We tried dragging yesterday at 0.3, but we couldn't get a bite, so we just figured they were too lethargic to move for them. So we haven't even considered that today.
So I guess give us a little bit of back history on you, how you got into this catfishing and you moving, and now you're in Bama. So give us a little bit of back history on that.
Well, so I grew up on the Mississippi River. I lived in Iowa where I grew up, and I've catfishing my whole life. Just loved it. But moving around, I mean, I lived in Germany for a while. I lived in Alaska for a while. Moving around with the military, I wasn't really able to do a lot of catfishing. So when I moved to Alabama in 2010, and with Lake Wheeler right there in the Tennessee River, I got back into it, and I bought a cheap boat, and it wasn't good enough. I bought a little better boat, and it wasn't good enough. And then I saw your boat for sale, and I bought your boat. And now I'm really going good.
And now you're kind of traveling a little bit and fishing a bunch of tournaments down in Alabama, and
yeah. My primary trail is with Lisa down there in the North Alabama Catfish Trail. That's what I fish most.
Oh, sweet.
Lisa's done. Lisa's done a great job with her trail. She really has.
She has. She gets a lot of sponsors too.
Yeah, no, she really takes good care of her sponsors and her anglers, and she's done a fantastic job with it. I mean, I think she's going into her third year now.
Yeah, Alex, Mark and I are talking about going out to Grove, Oklahoma next month.
Yeah, so I talked to a couple anglers from that area, and they had said that they've heard that Lake of the Ozarks fishes a lot like Grand. You know, it's very similar in deep water and stuff. So it'll be interesting. I've seen a lot of big fish caught the last couple weeks over on Grand too.
Gotcha.
All right, we got Crazy Cats back.
Making a move.
Another move?
They're running again.
You haven't seen it, Doug, right?
They got a great connection.
He said he took it
The
down.
picture's real clear running.
Had it up here.
Yeah, they got a really good connection. I don't know where they're at, but they are not. They're like JT Ray today. They're running.
I think what we ought to do. I think we ought to go ahead and roll them. I'll drive us forward. I don't want to run that drone motor too long since we haven't plugged into it. So
we spotted those couple nice ones that were up there a little bit. We talked about like if we had to get the tank, but it's sitting well. Go up super slow and easy. Once you find them, spot lock me instantly on so we can get on the front and top of it.
Okay. Really good.
Yeah.
JT taking delivery of his new dynasty.
Yeah, he's in it.
Affect us the other day.
Fantastic.
And he said he's on it too.
You know, it's good because I think the new 2.0 is a little bit more fuel efficient with all the running he does.
Oh my, I tell you. So Joe Lunsford has put on a run. I mean, he is running all over creation.
You got that one already?
Yeah, they are. Got Dragon Masters coming back in. We're still waiting for Charlie to back up all his smack talk.
Don't hold your breath.
Wow.
Brian, turn your iPad or
Wax on another one.
that board going doing something over here.
Yeah.
Well, what's the plan for New Year's? New Year's Eve tonight.
I think we're gonna go get a good bite of food and just hang out with people. I think we're gonna stay here New Year's Eve. Our son Brett is in Orlando at Disney with his grandma.
That's the one that was biting, isn't it?
That's a good view right there, Coy.
Yeah.
Smile. You guys are in a whole.
Boy, you look like a member of ZZ Top.
I'm back.
We got another one, Alex.
Oh, show.
Look at that.
What do you got? Show Randy real quick, Glenn.
I'm going to it. I got to find these
That's
cameras.
a slot.
A bunch of them here.
I'm gonna check him right now, but I think he's gonna be on or under the slot. I'm gonna go check him. I'll be right back.
Man, that'll be a good under.
That's an over.
That says that's an over. Or a slot.
That's 26 and a half.
Randy says nope, it's under.
25 and a half.
25 and a half.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a big
25
belly.
and a half, Alex.
What's that weigh?
I haven't weighed it yet.
That's got a giant belly.
Well, it's probably a little bloated.
Didn't even know he was on.
Make sure when he unbloats, he doesn't go over that limit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will.
Hey, Coy, when you guys were running, they caught a good one. It was about just an inch shy of 34.
Yeah, 33 inches in the slot.
5.7.
5.7?
Yep.
We're concerned next year, Blair. They haven't caught a fish all morning.
Yeah, we're picking up some
You want to flip on him, Randy?
Just mute each team and see where it's coming from.
Yeah, those tiny ones can't even handle the stuff. Go ahead and get rid of this tiny stuff.
Donald looks sideways.
That's the one that
yesterday we were sitting farther out that way, so
Hey, text there and see if she's watching.
that's a little
I
far.
think she messaged Alex on Facebook. I didn't know if he was kidding or not.
Okay, that wind noise is coming from Crazy Cat.
Just mute him for a minute then until I get some.
Chad, you still want to move up? Or you
Grab
think
the charger, you think? What up?
I'm not so far, but
iPhone you got? iPhone? You got some new one.
Hey, Liz.
USB-C or something.
Hello.
What do you think so far, Liz?
I'm ready for Charlie to step up his game.
Camera
I
on.
think we're all ready for Charlie to step up his game.
Camera on.
Team Blair, you need to turn your camera, please. Team Dragon Master, you're awfully quiet over there. Nobody's in frame. Probably all under the bimini having lunch. There's Doug Vaughn. Doug, can you hear us?
Yeah. Yep. We
How's
just
it going,
we just
brother?
made a big move and got set up again and got some boards out. Dragon Master boys here doing what they do best.
What'd you say? Yep. I said hi to in the comments, but they didn't read it.
So, those that are just joining us, we are at the first event for 2024. 2024 for Twisted Cat Outdoors on Lake of the Ozarks. And we have four teams that are competing in this first live on the lake.
See, when we made this hoop and almost pretty across the dock looking thing for the boat, that's where we spawned that right there. Oh yeah.
You might have to mute Joe for a minute until the wind dies down on him, Glenn.
Is our wind killing?
Yeah, the wind is crazy. So we'll start with Ryan. Hey, Ryan, can you hear me?
I mean, I can get it on
I
top.
can hear you. Can you hear me?
I don't know where all the noise is coming
Yeah, I
from
just
now.
have a couple people in chat just asking how you guys are fishing now, how deep you are.
So we moved in back of a big cove. It's about 6 foot deep. And we're dragging. We saw a lot of bait up in here yesterday morning when it was snowing and some fish. But we didn't, they weren't biting it, which they very seldom do they do that when it's cloudy and it's cold back here. It's 43 degrees water temp, 42 actually.
Wow, so it's a lot cooler than Main Lake.
Yeah, we're seeing fish in the side imaging. We're hoping this water will kind of warm up, the sunshine, and hopefully the bite will turn on.
So do you think it's a mixture of the sunlight going in that shallow water and warmth that kind of force those fish up there?
I don't know. Sometimes we think that they like to get in the shallow water and they actually sun in the shallow water. They'll bury up. This mud, water's fairly clear. Before we're done, we'll probably be pulling in 2 foot of water in the back of this.
Yeah, we've often seen times where when that shallow water bite starts,
Yeah. We may be a little bit too early. But we're going to give it a try. We got a couple more spots on the way out of here to drag.
Yeah, so everybody at home knows what we started the live feed here at 10/9 Central, and we're gonna do this till 1 o'clock noon Central. And then if you want to see how all these teams make out, tune into Twisted Cat's weigh-in. What time's the weigh-in, Alex?
So we checked boats in like 6 a.m. and then once we checked them, they could leave, idle out of the cove. They can fish from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. At 3 p.m., they got to have lines out of the water. They got to be back to Alhana each team has a paint stick. They got to be back to Alhana by 4 p.m. with that paint stick turned in. Once their stick's turned in, they can kind of hang out in the cove. We'll weigh each boat one at a time, from the water.
Okay.
Obviously, Lake of the Ozarks, it's real tight, so this is an on-the-water weigh-in like we've done in the past. It's fun. It's good for the fish health, especially with the 50-degree water temp. But we'll weigh them, take pictures, put them back. But we'll plan on being live unless something crazy happens with the internet. We're kind of down a hill, and there's a lot of trees over us, so they've got some internet, but I don't know that we'll have if Starlink will work. But once I get off this, that's where I'm heading next to get everything set up.
Right.
So, and this tournament, unlike a lot of others, is a lot of work.
You can go on to Twisted Cat's Facebook page, and if Alex is able to put it together, which I'm guessing he will, you can take a look at and tune in to watch the Twisted Cat weigh-in, and that will be at approximately what time, Alex?
We'll probably start at right around 3:30, just because they got to quit fishing at 3. But I assume we'll start seeing boats a little early.
Okay, so 3:30 Central Time.
Yep.
3:30 Central Time, 4:30 Eastern.
Yep. And unlike a lot of other weigh-ins that we do, this will be a little bit more, it'll be a little longer time-wise because we have to measure. So, we'll have to measure their overs, their unders, make sure there's no slot. If they have a slot fish, get disqualified. Not only because it's illegal to even possess that fish. So this is kind of one of those tournaments where it's really tough because you can't have a fish between 26 and 34.
Gotcha. Well, good. So,
and like we've seen today, multiple teams catch those slot fish.
Yeah. Well, it should be interesting to see who weighs in with what. And again, that's going to be 3:30 Central Time on Twisted Cat's Facebook page. So tune in once we sign off here. It'll be a few hours, and then you can tune back in and take a look at the weigh-in. So I don't know if I don't know if Charlie and Donald can hear us, but guys, if you can try to turn your camera, if you could.
Close that cooler and then
So Team Crazy Cats, how we doing?
You guys muted for a little bit because of the wind noise.
Made another move. We ain't had a few bites here, but we haven't boated anything.
This one need drop down, Chad.
There you go. That's good. Oh, that's good.
So Donald, can you hear us?
Lift that up.
Man, where is that noise coming from? Crazy Cat.
What do we got? Hey, bring up Dragon Master. What do they got going on over there?
I got you muted right now.
We're out in the main lake. It's a little windy.
So we've had you muted.
Glenn, bring up Dragon Master. Did they all fall off the boat, or what's going on over there?
Hang on.
Okay, that's enough.
All right, looks like Team Dragon Master's got a fish on the deck.
Let's see him, guys.
Is that right, Doug? You guys got a fish?
No, we're hooking up Starlink.
Okay.
Donald, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, those that
Plug it in.
Oh. Those that don't know, both Brian and Alex have they use Starlink on board for those times where connection through a cell phone isn't going to work. And I'll tell you what, it's worked out really well. Starlink is a great tool for underwater broadcasting.
Probably better.
Oh, that's yours?
We drifted off.
It takes a minute.
That's the only reason why I'm not a fan of that puppy in the front.
Donald, what are you guys doing?
It's knowing where the nose is, but it doesn't know where the bass is. So when you start getting out here, it's still on point, but
Joe,
when it moves a little bit, it's still thinking a little bit.
It's hey, it's on.
I think still has
Yeah, it just came out. So, not going.
Brian, Shane McDonald wants to know what snacks you have today.
Yes.
Shay, no snacks today. Absolutely no snacks.
We have to even think of it. Heading, tail, it needs to know what the nose are.
When we did the first,
then maybe they come up with an idea of going.
He had a full Thanksgiving dinner.
Read, so it knows where the ass and nose and tail are going to go.
Who am I picking up here? Is that Randy talking?
Yeah, I was trying to whisper,
Randy,
Glenn. It was just.
What's the password?
No, brother. The microphones pick up everything.
I gotcha.
So just make sure you keep it family friendly.
Crazy Cat's hooked up.
Hang on, bringing them up.
Look at that rod bent.
Bringing them up.
Easy, Joe. You're making
What's
me
it
nervous.
feel like, guys?
It's connected.
Will it go 20? You scared me, man. I thought we had a giant. What's the little bitty guy? Let me see. You got another one on?
We just messed up.
Woo! He's bigger than small. Loose it. Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Blair and Donald need one like that. They've been struggling. Blair and Donald have been struggling. They need something.
They should have. I'm just going to ask for a Blair update.
We're worried about Blair right now. Team Blair has not been responding.
They were sitting in the same spot for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend getting the oxygen out and putting Charlie on it.
For all the trash talking that Charlie does, I'm very, very surprised that he's got nothing in the boat.
Well, I'm really surprised how quiet he is.
You got another one on?
It's showtime now, and you don't hear anything out of Charlie.
If we can get any decent ones out of it, it'd be awesome. He just came
Pop's
off.
got one on.
He just came off. Pop's lost it.
He pulled a Blair out, didn't he?
That's why we keep Pops cooking instead of reeling.
Can you hear me
Charles,
now?
Can you hear us?
Who's talking?
Yeah, we hear you.
No.
Let me tell you, Maggot, something. We fishing for these big fish that we know is laying here. Y'all run around for them babies all you want.
Charlie, we've been hearing that all morning long. It's time to back it up, brother.
It takes time.
It's time to back it up.
You can't. They're not stupid fish like them little ones.
Time to back it up. You talk so much, but you got to back it up, and I'm not seeing it.
Master, get through that. Yeah.
I mean, Alex, how many times has Charlie chimed in chat in some of the live on the water events or the Catfish Challenge events we've done, just trash talking and telling everybody what they should be doing. And now he has the opportunity to show us all. And
We're telling him to make a move. They haven't caught a fish in almost 2 hours.
Nothing. Poor Donald. He's embarrassing Donald.
He takes some of his own advice.
Can you
Donald's
talk
gonna
to
get
us?
off the boat today and go, Charlie, what you do to my reputation? Uh-oh. Mike Mitchell's in the house.
Hey, Brian,
Well,
are you concerned for Charlie?
I guess my headset's not working.
Are you guys going to make a move or are you guys going to stick it out?
Team Crazy Cats, I got you muted because of the wind noise, so just wave for something and I'll turn you back on.
Hopefully Team Blair didn't fall out of the boat because I don't even see anybody on the boat.
Maybe he did. Maybe he's just like jumping in the water trying to find the fish.
They're at a
Hey,
Blair
Brian,
huddle
do you
right
have
now,
any
trying to get a game plan together.
Brian, do you have any suggestions for Team Blair? They haven't even had a bite in 2 hours.
Just go home.
Hey, they were on them 7 days ago. They're on that pattern still.
I don't have any suggestions for Team Blair. Listen to Pat.
Should they go hook?
I don't know. Maybe the best advice for Charlie is take up crappie fishing.
They had one bite. I think Charlie pulled the hook.
Hey, my headset ain't working.
Nothing's working,
Apparently.
Charlie.
Yeah, I've been trying to get it fixed. I hear all the smack talk. But listen, at least when Glenn, I hook up, I don't shake.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Crank her down.
Here comes that
until she
dramatic,
snaps.
exaggerated story again. Go ahead, Charlie. Have at it.
Says Blair pulling out of their mouth, Blair.
I'm trying to figure out. I think Glenn's got me muted on his end.
I don't have
That
you
was
muted.
by popular request.
I can bring up your other camera in place, Charlie. Hang on.
Is it working now? Yeah, I'm here.
Now.
Is it working?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, wait a minute. Let me mute his. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah, for some reason
sounds
then.
good now.
Yeah, I don't
We
know
don't
how
necessarily,
that.
Charlie, you don't understand. We don't necessarily want to
Yeah,
hear
I got you muted. Hold on, let's see if you can hear Donald when I unmute him.
Donald?
I think we need to have an instructional class on
I can't even hear you.
Charlie on how to do this.
Donald, can you hear us?
So now
I
mine
can
works.
hear you.
Donald's don't. Now I just heard you, Donald.
All right. Sorry, everybody, for the technical issues. It just sometimes it gets to be a lot when we're live on the water with various.
Yeah,
I got to keep my eye on Team Crazy Cats because they've
keep
got a lot
running
of
up
noise. We have a
here,
muted,
running,
so
worrying
we don't want to lose
about
the
the
opportunity to get them
phone, if
on
it's
here.
gonna work or not.
They get hooked up.
Color's black.
What we lost Donald, or no? Who did we lose here?
We lost Team Blair.
Yeah, Blair's gone. Both cameras are gone.
So it looks like, Brian, you're
So,
pulling
Coy-
boards. You're in some calm, slack water.
Yeah, it's not real calm. Wind's starting to pick up. We got a little ripple in the water.
Yeah, it looks like we got something going on here.
No.
Team Crazy Cat, you hooked up?
No, we missed it again. Bunch of little ones here keep messing with us.
All right.
Did our view of our camera change with Starlink?
It seems your
Yeah,
audio
pull them
seems
up, Big.
better. What was I going to say? Oh well, doesn't matter.
Yeah, your picture is much better. Randy's got really good picture too. Randy, what do you have for cell phone service?
Randy's audio and video has been good.
Say again, Alex.
What do you have for cell phone service? Your audio and video is excellent.
I've got Verizon and I've got 5 bars of 5G.
Yeah.
So you're probably
your
down
audio
by
and
the
video
dam.
are
There's
great.
probably some good towers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see them right there.
You're like an HD, Randy.
I've got 5 bars.
Yeah, Team Crazy Cats is good too. It's just that their audio with the wind. Oh, we lost Alex for a little bit. It's video, anyways.
I'm connecting to the internet here.
Yeah, you freeze up a little bit once in a while, Alex. Just so you know, but nothing bad. But it's always a challenge when we do these because of the varying, various connections that folks have.
One.
But that Starlink tends to be very, very consistent. And if anybody's interested in the Starlink, contact Brian St. Alma. He's the master of setting these things up. He's got a case now. He's got a case that this thing is all self-contained in. It's absolutely amazing. Did a fantastic job. And I'm not suggesting that you just overload him with questions. It's just that if you have any
Go ahead and
questions.
tell all the viewers his phone number too, Glenn.
Should I give him the phone number and email address?
No.
No.
What's the cost to set it up?
My point is that Brian has done a great job in setting up his Starlink system.
Buy the satellite case. $700. Monthly subscription.
Oh, there's Alex. He's back.
$50 a month. Pause it. You're not using it.
So we got about an hour left of the live on the water from the Twisted Cat first event for 2024 season on Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah, and then February 3rd, we'll be in Oklahoma at Grand Lake of the Cherokees out of Grove, Oklahoma.
That should be a great event. And as much as we can, we're going to continue to do these live on the waters
Yeah, and we're not anybody that wants to go live. Randy actually, I asked at the captain's meeting last night if anybody wants to go live, and then Randy said that he'd be willing to jump on, and I'm glad he did. And like I said, it's to show everybody, especially a lot of new people that are coming in and into the sport, and like we have a lot of anglers today. Like I said, 4 teams today total that have never fished a catfish tournament, and 2 grassroots teams. And one of the grassroots teams, I think, drove close to 2 hours to get here. So it just shows you, they can watch this and see what some of these anglers are doing. I always say that we're not superheroes out there. We're just passionate about catfishing and we're out here being competitive and having fun. And just like with these guys, seeing that Dragon Master made a run to drag boards in some shallow water, and maybe Randy is, deep fishes. So a lot of different varieties of fishing today, and we'll see at the weigh-in who does what worked the best.
Yeah, no, it's a great opportunity to showcase the sport of catfishing, and so we hope to continue to do these live on the waters every opportunity we get, and we'll also keep you posted on the next ACA Catfish Challenge, where Mike Mitchell won the second Catfish Challenge, and it's now up to him to call out someone. We actually know who that person may be. We're just waiting to hear back to find out if they're going to be able to participate. So when we know, you'll know.
I hope it's not Charlie because he can't fish by himself.
Well, Charlie's not on, so you might want to save that comment to when he logs back in.
He probably logged off and watched it, and he's saying some choice words that aren't allowed on live.
Yeah, my guess is that he's getting frustrated.
He always goes and sits in the passenger seat when he starts pouting. I've seen it many times. That's probably where he's at.
Yeah, I mean, Donald just probably holding his composure the best he can. Joe, you're making us nervous. I mean, every 2 seconds you're reeling down on a fish.
Come on, again. We're on a bunch of dinks right now, apparently.
Where's Pops at? Is he still cooking lunch?
You're getting teased.
He's tying up some rigs. Hiding down here.
Yeah. Another one does all the work.
My gosh.
Hey, Joe, you know, if you had some Dragon Master tackle on there, you wouldn't be doing all that tying up.
Hey, you know, I do have some that I'm fishing with right now.
Wow.
Oh.
There's a shameless plug if I never heard one.
How deep are you guys dragging, Joe?
We're just anchored, spot locked. 73 feet.
73 feet. Wow. So you got one team on the bottom right. They're in deep water. Then you got up the top right. You got Dragon Master, and they're in 5, 6, 7 feet of water.
I'm interested to see how that shallow water works out. We are too.
We usually start dragging for get that shallow water bite about March and April. About March.
That's summertime in Texas.
Yeah, right. March we're still getting snow here, and then April you never know. It could be 7.
In Texas, we catch our biggest fish in the coldest month of the year. Usually, the last week of January, first week of February in Texas, we catch them in shallow water.
Yeah, that's about right. So we get them about a month after. Yeah, our water temps are typically upside down. Usually this time of the year, the shallow is way colder than the deep. So I fish a lot of deep water this time of year, not so much shallow. Another down rock.
I feel like I'm going to get a fish here in a second.
Or not.
Are you using, Jason, are you using small bait?
Not super small, probably 2 inches, 3 inches. Our heads are pretty big. Head's about that long. So we're using, our shad are 8 inches. We're getting three out of that. So we headpiece to about here, and then usually a good donut out of the middle, and then sometimes a donut off the tail, just depends. Or a gut sack, or
Randy, what do you got going on in there?
We're getting ready to make a move, Alex. I was just, we were just checking some things out. We're going to reel them up and make a little move.
Brian, have you had any bites?
We had one.
What if you start banging on the side of the boat? You got help?
I don't know. I'd be more afraid we'd scare them off in the shallow water. We're actually dragging right now in 10 foot of water.
Are you noticing the water temps getting any warmer?
No, it's getting colder actually. 41 degrees. We're gonna give this a try for an hour, and then we'll move out to deeper water.
I mean, you still got a lot of time left. You know what I mean?
And when I say deeper water, not much deeper. We were really surprised when this is a pretty long stretch. This cove is pretty big, and there's we saw 3 boats that are doing about the same thing we are.
Crazy Cats, I got your mic muted once again just because of that wind noise. So just you get hooked up, let us know, or you got something to say, let me know. Wave.
Glenn, we lost you. You good?
What's that?
We lost you, Glenn. I just making sure you're good.
I drank a little bit too much coffee. Had to take a break.
Oh, okay.
Still no Charlie?
As long as the feed's still going, trust me, I'm still here.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, when you get a chance, maybe you or Coy show us one of your rigs that you're driving. Somebody in the chats asking about a dragging rig and like what you're using, if you're using floats, and do you use floats in shallow water?
Okay, we can do that. Coy's grabbing one right now.
We bring them up full screen.
Yeah, and then again, for those watching, you have Team Dragon Master here that's dragging baits in shallower water, 10 foot and less, and then you've got some teams that are, 80 plus foot of water.
We got a double hook on anywhere? Oh. This is an example of a double hook rig that we use. So we'll connect I don't know if you can see the way. So we'll connect the leader to here, the front end. Then we've got a Bite Me float and a 10-aught weedless hook. This is a 3-ounce weight. So on the end of that, we have a 12-inch leader with another Bite Me float. And this is hooked up with an 11-aught weed guard hook. We have a bigger bait. We'll run a small bait on the front end on this double hook rig and a big bait on the back end. We also have some rigs that we're pulling a really big bait with we have a new Bite Me float, XL. There's a bag of them. Brand new box of them. But we have various things. We even have Demon Dragons on. We may have one brush guard we're running. We're not running a lot of timber in this shallow water. There's some lay down logs that we're going over.
So one person asked, when you're running floats, like when you're dragging, what determines a float or not? Does it matter if it's the color of the water, or is it the depth, or you just want to get your bait up? Like, what determines if you're going to use a float?
A lot of times what we want to do is kind of get the bait just off the bottom, so it's not dragging in the mud. We kind of suspend that bait as we're dragging at 0.4 to point. Right now we're going 0.8. And we also have rattles, pegs in our float, so we have a little bit of noise as it goes.
Yeah, those rattle pegs are great because no matter what you're using, whether it be the Bite Me float, which is a terrific float, no matter what you got, those rattle pegs can be used universally in any kind of float.
Yeah, if you use a regular peg float, styrofoam peg float, I don't know if you can see that, but that's our design tapered rattle peg. These are really loud in a styrofoam float.
They are. They're real loud.
Got fish on.
Who's got a fish on?
Lunsford's got a fish.
Another little one. Another dink.
And you're still fishing in that deep water, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in land of the dinks right now.
Another one.
Oh, that feels good.
Better fish.
Looks like you're bent over on the other rod too.
Is that a better one?
Probably like 2 pounds.
It ain't hard to beat 1 pound.
Not too bad. Doubled up.
He'll take out the small.
Doubled up. All right, Glenn, bring Brian back up.
What was his head? Huh? Was it Joe? What was his head? Need a head.
Brian, you were saying that
Brian, can you hear me?
using the brush guard on any of your rigs?
Yeah, we have brush guards on.
Do you have a brush guard you can show close because it's pretty unique.
Yeah. Doug, turn that chair. That bottom zipper on the front of that backpack. There's a brush guard. It's just in that bottom zipper on the front.
You know, while we're talking about really unique and innovative products, does Doug have one of his snag sticks with him too? Those are great.
We do.
That's on the new one. What? Oh, I don't have a new one. No, grab that one.
Oh, if you ever get hung up,
I don't have it.
if you ever get hung up, this snag stick is okay. There's a brush guard. This thing is really, really unique.
So here's the brush guard. So you feed your line in it this way, and that goes down to your swivel or your quick clip, whatever you're using to connect your rig. And this brush guard's also designed to where that's tapered and it fits right in the front of a float. A peg float or Bot Me float or Bot Me Float XL. Do you have a Bot Me Float XL we can compare and show them? So
the brush guard is meant to go on is the lead to the rig itself.
Yes.
Correct?
So you can see that nose is rounded. So the idea is when you're dragging and you come through a V in a tree or a rock or anything that your line gets in, the idea is since you're dragging this rounded nose will help it, and these brushes will help pop it out and it'll get over it. And yesterday
it works. It works amazingly well.
Yeah, it works really well. I mean, it surprised us. Yesterday we had a tough day, and towards the end of the day, we were dragging an area just to try it, and we were in about 60 foot of water, and bump that trolling motor to the left a little bit. We're in about 60 foot of water, and I go, "Oh, guys, get ready. We're going through a forest." It was trees up to 30 foot. And surprisingly, we drug all 6 rods for a half mile all the way through it. A couple of them got snagged and the boards would move out a little bit, but did not lose a rig.
That's
the only rig we lost yesterday was in 6 foot of water with absolutely nothing around. So
yeah, it's a great product. Very, very innovative. Yeah. It's great to see new products being developed for catfishing and quite frankly, fishing in general, because a lot of the Dragon Master products can be used in a variety of different species and techniques. So
yeah, we had guys at ICAST that have ordered our brush guard that offshore fish for mutton snapper, and they drag 400 to 500 foot behind the boat through the coral reefs. And he's like, I want that because we get hung up all the time, dragging for their mutton snapper.
Yeah, the offshore fishing I do down here, we've got about 5 miles out. It's called the Jupiter Ledge, and it's a lot of coral that we can get hung up on real easy. So using that because we've got like a 3 mile an hour current out here, so we can get hung up in that coral real easy. So that's a big help, So a great innovation. Now those that haven't seen it yet, if you ever get snagged and trying to free up that line, it's real tough. But with this snag stick, it's really, really cool. And what you do is you just take the end of that. It's got these slots, and you wrap the line around the base of it, and you're able to get great leverage and pull on the line.
So I'll show you real fast.
Yeah, and what happens
I'll show
is
everybody.
that because of the way it pulls on the line, it tends to break the line or free up the rig at a lower point versus having to break it off, above the water line.
So the way it works, this is just a rig that I have laying in the floor. The way it works is he has it spiraled the way it's designed. You wrap it around 2-3 times, and then you put it through one of the grooves right there, and you just pull straight on your line.
Yeah.
And now with this rubber on here, it holds it. You're not wrapping it around your reel or anything like that. I've done that plenty of times, and I've had it actually split the edge of the reel and go down in there and break my line. But with this, wrap it around the rubber handle, put it through one of the grooves, and you can hold on to it. It's a big grip, and you can pull straight on your line to get your line out.
Yeah, and if the rig is really hung up, it's going to break. It tends to break the line towards the rig, not above water, which is great.
Yeah, it'll break at your knot most of the time.
So, in fact, where can if folks want that snag stick, where can they get it?
Ripandlips.net, and
there you
go. We also have some that'll be on dragonmaster.com that he did for us that actually have the Dragon Master logo here that are red and black.
Cool. So there you go.
They do float.
Ripandlips.com or dragonmasters.com.
Yep, and they do float.
Get yourself some Dragon Master stuff, including that brush guard and also the snag stick.
Yeah, me and Doug were talking the other day. He goes, "Man, it's kind of an oxymoron that y'all are selling Dragon Master stuff that's supposed to be snag free, and you're selling snag sticks now on your website." And I said, "Well, nobody ever said it's snag free, but it prevents a lot of snags. Nothing's going to be magic, but it does prevent a lot of snags. But the snag sticks they're handy to have. I have one on each side of the boat because when you're dragging or you're bumping the Mississippi, no matter what you're doing, you want that thing close and handy because." Especially braid. If you're using braid, it can cut your hand quick if you wrap your hand around it.
Yeah. Team Crazy Cats, you're muted on your end. No, we got your full screen. We see you're hooked up.
Are we still missing Charlie No Cat Blair?
We are still missing Charlie.
We're missing. I tell you what. You got a good one?
I'll call out another one.
Rocks. Didn't see those rocks.
You guys have caught a ton of fish.
They are. That looks like a nice fish.
Jason, can you show us your rig?
Yeah. This is what I use all winter. Sinker slide. Just a hook and then peg float. 50 of ours are peg floated. The other ones aren't peg floated. This one did not have a peg float. But we're just running a sinker slide with the 5-ounce weight.
Joe, what size
leader is there?
What size hook do you have on there?
I believe this is an 8-aught Rip and Lips hook.
Okay, and then what size weight?
5-ounce bank sinker.
There you go.
Do you run long leaders on all your lines?
Usually about, this one's probably 2 foot. I usually run in between 1 and 2.5 feet during the winter. During the summer, I'll run some longer ones, but it seems that when these fish are close to the bottom, that I don't have to run a whole lot of leader.
Beautiful cast. Wow, you launched that thing. Randy, you want to show us your rig?
I always tell people when I take them fishing, I cast that far so they get the experience of reeling in these fish. And they never forget by noon they're on tired just because I cast so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a long cast. All right, Randy, what do you got for a rig?
How's that chicken and Kool-Aid working out?
Well, we got some more bites. We haven't hooked up yet. We just got to this spot, though. So, Alex, I'm using a 2-hook drop rig. I've got just a 4-aught swivel here on the top, and then it comes down to an 8-aught Boss Cat, and then I got about 10 inches to another 8/0, and then I got my sinker on the bottom. I got a clip for my sinker, and we're using around 6 ounces. So it hangs right on the bottom like this when we're suspended straight down. And if we're anchored, it's going something like this. So they're staying pretty close to the bottom.
Do you usually run 2 hooks?
What size weight are you using, Randy?
What are we using? We're using 6 ounce weights. 5 and 6. Yeah, we're using 6 ounce weights. Dead stick, we're using 10.
And how about the size of your bait?
We're going small on our baits. We tried big and we didn't have as good a luck, so we're doing smaller baits. And no, I don't normally run 2 hooks, but I had a dropper line on yesterday pre-fishing, and we caught a lot on it, so I just went to all dropper lines today.
Cool. Great tips for everybody to consider.
Yeah. It's cool. Almost everyone's fishing is completely different. Obviously, the blank screen is Blair, and that might have actually, if you look behind Joe's screen, that's Blair driving by.
I was just gonna say that.
He's driving around.
That's got to be Charlie trying to find his way home.
Yeah.
So Alex,
it's actually a dual motor party pontoon.
Oh.
Yes,
Coy.
Hey, we'll take a second to thank one of your big sponsors, and I'll show everybody what Castaway Customs just did to my boat.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture of that, Coy. It looked awesome.
So
this is a custom seat deck that Castaway Customs did on Coy's boat.
Yeah, so they put the Dragon Master, they put the Dragon on both sides because it all wouldn't fit right there, and they did an awesome job and made it look really good. On my sides, I have ripping lips on both sides. I have it on both sides of the boat on this sidewall, and they did a gator belly pattern. They put a Dragon right there on the front of my rod box. I mean, it's unbelievable what this stuff does. So my boat, before the sea deck was on there, whenever I would be going through any kind of chop or waves, my boat was actually pretty loud. And it's probably quieted my boat down to about 70% of what it was before.
And the most important thing, Coy, do you think it helps you catch more fish?
No, but it makes not catching fish that much more comfortable because your feet and knees don't hurt from walking on the hard floor all the time.
That is true. I think actually every boat on here today's got sea deck. I think you just got it, Randy's got it, and Crazy Cat.
Yeah, we've got his boat done. And Doug's boat's pretty spectacular. If you look at his pictures he posted, he went all out, and pretty much anywhere in the boat that you can touch is sea deck.
We got custom sea deck going in this year's Sea Arc ACA giveaway boat too.
Yeah,
so
that boat's going to be loaded.
Oh,
And
that
I will
boat
say
is
there's,
absolutely. It's got
does
so
help
much
catch
stuff
more
on
fish
it. I
if you're
mean,
fishing shallow.
can't wait to
always down,
see the
walk
end
around the
result. We
boat.
got
Yeah.
Power Poles, we got Garmin, we got Monster Marine. We got so many great sponsors. Black Rifle Coffee, Mustang Survival Gear. There's probably somewhere around $10,000 worth of extras that are going to be on that boat. So if you haven't already, head on over to acawinaboat.com and get registered to win this year's ACA CR giveaway boat. Absolutely fantastic.
That boat will be at the Cat Con in Louisville at the last week of
that's
February.
when we give it away. That's when we do the drawing. Yep. So in this year, as an ACA member, you're going to get 5 chances to win as an ACA member, minimum. Every time you fish an ACA Alliance event, you get a chance to you up your chance every single time. So there's all sorts of opportunities to win, and we really appreciate everybody's support, the membership, and certainly the sponsors. There's just some great stuff. Gatorback. Those that don't know, Gatorback makes some trailer accessories that the Marine Master trailer is going to be all decked out with Gatorback stuff. Including LEDs on the bunks. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. So this boat's going to be all decked out. We've got mossy oak, a custom mossy oak pattern going on it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. We're actually going to fly up to Monticello and do some photos and videos of the boat and all the accessories, or most of the accessories that are going to be coming with it. So you guys are going to get a chance to see something really spectacular from SeaArk, the ACA, and all our great sponsors.
Hey, Coy, what is your water temp still in the low 40s?
Yeah, it is.
Randy, what's your water temp where you're at?
Let me check. I got my unit on standby. It is 50.7.
50.7, and you're down by the dam?
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So Brian and Coy are in the what'd you say, Coy? 42?
Yeah. 41.3.
41.3 where they're at.
Crazy Cats is reeling in pretty quick. Are you guys changing up as far as where you're going, or are you just setting everything?
Yeah, we're gonna get out of this land of the dinks and try to go find something better.
There you go. Try to get out of the wind too, would you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can't promise nothing though.
That's okay. We're just suggesting, not demanding.
Yeah, we'll definitely try.
But Alex, so this is your first event for 2024.
Yeah, first event for
you have a bunch of events for Twisted Cat this year.
Yeah. You know, I thought, why not? If we're going to do it, let's go big. Let's stay extremely busy every weekend. And I'm all in, man. So I'm excited. Like I said, why not start New Year's Eve weekend at Lake of the Ozarks and then take a month off and then head to Grand Lake of the Cherokees. And then after that, we'll be in Alton, Illinois for March. And then Kerr Reservoir back in Oklahoma, March 16th. That'll be a good one. Really, all these events will be good and, you know, kind of unique in their own way from how we're doing the weigh-ins and all that. But it's going to really challenge the anglers this year for what they, you know, it's not just the Mississippi River or the lower Mississippi. You've got, you know, Illinois River, you got upper Mississippi, lower Mississippi, Lake of the Ozarks.
You're doing one on the Missouri River too, right?
Yeah, one on the Missouri River, St. Joe, 3 lakes in Oklahoma, Milford Lake, which I suspect Milford Lake will be a big one, especially in May. The fishing is phenomenal on Milford Lake. Really just all unique, different bodies of water, and it's going to really test the anglers this year and to see who is going to be in the top. So again, the top 50 anglers will get invited to the championship, $25,000 at Helena, Arkansas on the Mississippi River. So that boils down to about 22 boats get invited. So
yeah,
you got 12 chances to get in. You know, we're going to take your best 4 events out of those 12. So some anglers will only fish 4 or get to fish 4. If they finish good enough in those 4, they might be lucky enough to get in. Some will fish all 12 and hopefully have a good 4 finishes out of those 12. So, but every tournament's different. Like you see these anglers here. I mean, these are all anglers that have been doing this for quite a while. You know, from Crazy Cats that really fish this lake quite often. Jason guides here, and they've struggled a little bit. They're catching a lot of fish, but a lot of smaller fish. And then you got Randy and their team. You know, they got an Iowa/Alabama team, and very new to this lake. I think only one of them anglers have been on the lake. So, you know, they're having a pretty good day, and they're using chicken. I mean, who would have thought? And then you've got Dragon Master from Texas, first time on this lake too. So they're kind of it's tough because you've got 50-degree water. It's a lake that's not really been where some of these anglers have been a lot that travel and chase the tournament series. So it's exciting. Like I can't wait to see how everybody pans out, you know, this afternoon at the weigh-in.
So if you were going to bet money on one team to win this tournament, Alex, who would it be?
Oh boy, he's putting you on the spot, Alex.
Oh,
I can tell you who. I can tell you who's going to win it.
I don't think it's going to be Charlie.
No, it'll be last season's champion. Kevin Parks and John Jameson. I said it. So
you gonna make a bet on that?
Oh, look, Alex, I think you've got a gambling problem.
I got a gambling problem too, so it's probably not good to make a bet with me.
Well, I'll bet you $100 if you want to bet.
Wow.
$100 are in the top 3.
Oh, now we change. Now we change.
It up. He's changing it up a little bit.
I have
said
a
that you
feeling
guaranteed
that
they win.
He's playing it
I
safe.
do have a sneaking suspicion that JT Ray's going to be up there because we haven't seen him all day, so he's not.
Yeah, but
burning the
JT
lake
is.
up.
If I know JT's he's traversing the entire lake.
No, we have not seen JT, and we've made a long run. So when JT's not running somewhere, he's catching fish.
All right. Well, he probably didn't find a gas station that had enough fuel for him.
This has been somewhat a guided trip because I haven't thrown my cast net once because JT's provided me bait.
JT, yeah, it could be his weekend, but like I said, there's a lot of anglers that this from around this area that are really good too. But
Randy, they've got a full live well, so don't count them out either.
There's a lot, and the thing is, there's a lot of time left.
Ours is full too, 100 gallons.
On our end, we've got about a half hour left of the live on the water, but this is going to continue on for another 3 hours. So we're not going to know who's who, and until the weigh-in, the Twisted Cat weigh-in, which you'll be able to see around 4:30 Eastern.
And Coy,
3:30 Central.
I'll split that with you. I'll do if they finish in the top 2, I'll give you 100. If they don't finish in the top 2, you give me 100.
Wow.
Top 4 for 300.
Wow. I'll get in on that bet if I'll say they're in the top 40.
Hey, I would love to know. I guarantee you right now on that white and orange Pro Cat 240, there's a lot of talk because Twisted Cat's growing a lot, and Alex is drawing in a bunch of new anglers that are following the points this year. And I've already overheard Charles and Donald say, man, we got to make sure that we make that top 50 this year. So right now, I bet Donald Moore has said geez at least 20 times on that boat. That's why they're not live. He's going, geez, we may not make the top 50. Geez. We might not make the top 50. And right now, Charlie No Cap Blair, or No Show Blair, whatever he is, he's supposed to be live, which I heard he was going to be live. And
I really hope he's listening in because the trash talk is really getting good.
Well, you don't commit to being on one of these live feeds and then just drop out halfway because you're not catching fish.
Wow.
Well, I don't think he was just not catching fish. I think he wasn't even getting bit. So
we're not getting bit. We're not getting bit, and we're still here for the camaraderie.
I think the thing is, that team came down, 19 days ago, and they got on a pattern. So they, beginning of December, they were on a pattern, and then they came back. And you know what they did? So yesterday, we went up to run up to town. We had to go to Castaway, and at 10:50, they're at the Rusty Rooster eating breakfast on a Friday.
I don't think they got on the water till closer to 2 o'clock.
They said they didn't need to pre-fish. They were on a pattern from December 7th.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if they're not in the top 3, then Donald wasted a lot of money because he's been here every weekend for the last month.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. But so me and you got $100 in on them in the top 2, right?
Top 3.
Hey,
I'll do top 2.
Take the bet, Alex. Go ahead. Take the bet.
It's okay if you're scared.
Whoa. I made the bet.
Coy's doing a heck of a job slinging
is Liz
it.
still on here? Can Alex make a bet, Liz?
She's taking a nap. She's on her hour break.
In third place, so a good compromise is the top 2.
Doug,
that's fair.
Thanks, Doug.
Partner, I don't need you siding with me.
$100
I see
on
everybody
top 2.
talking, and they start backpedaling once the money gets out.
Coy?
Top 3?
Top 2.
All right. No bet, I guess.
No bet. How about $50 top 2?
No, top 3.
Wow. Take the bet, Alex. You know you want to.
Trying to get you to do some betting, John.
All right, I'll take the bet. $100 top 3.
Boy,
Got it.
Remember, I'm weight master.
You heard
too.
it right here on live. Top 3.
You heard it on live. $100 top 3, and I love them boys too.
Yeah, but see, you got to be careful, Coy, because like Alex
no,
lost.
Kevin just
Alex
texted me
lost
and
the
said,
bet.
"My
Supposed to have a
God, don't put it
mustache
on
for
us."
30 days, and you can tell that he didn't live up to it. So
yeah.
Oh, whatever. It was not quite 30 days. I owe Brian one more beautiful mustache, but
yeah,
trust me, I got family members that deleted my number.
He waited like a week before he did it.
He waited 10 days before he shaved. He had it shaved for like 2 days, and then he
No,
started
it was
growing it
far
all
from
back.
that. My dog won't even. I mean, it was horrible.
Live.
It was horrible.
Doesn't matter, man. You lost the bet. You lost the bet.
It would make it
And
even better
originally,
if Brian would have
I
shaved
can
you
go
on
back.
camera.
I can go back and I can show you, Alex, that the bet was for 60 days, and Brian let you off the hook and let you go 30 days, but you didn't even do that. So Coy, watch it.
No, Coy knows I'm in.
Well, you're live, brother. It's out there publicly. People know.
I want to go back and revisit the bait thing. What's the deal with the chicken?
Where we started this?
Is it flavored? Is it
Yeah, it's
fried,
Kool-Aid.
baked,
I think
Jell-O?
it's cherry Kool-Aid, right, Randy?
Randy, help Doug out, please.
Cherry Kool-Aid soaked overnight and about 4 pounds of chicken cut up in about 2-inch chunks.
You know, there's always a big joke about using chicken for bait. So this isn't a joke.
This is not a joke. No, we showed it online.
Cool.
Hey,
No,
Glenn,
they saw it.
Pull that picture up I sent you on Messenger while Randy's telling us.
We don't have a view right now for us, but I'll take.
I pulled in we pulled in that
chicken
33 and a half inch, 15-pound one that we had to throw back on chicken.
Have you caught any overs on it?
Not yet, not today. I have before though. My biggest one's 30 pounds on it.
Hey, you know what?
Are you using strictly chicken?
Probably always good to have a
other
little
bait
tub
along
full
with
of cherry Kool-Aid marinated chicken on board, just in case.
Is that your only bait, or do you have a?
No. We've got shad and I even brought some skipjack with me.
Have you compared side by side? Which ones are they doing about the same?
Shad and chicken. Well, actually, they've been biting on everything. We've caught them on shad, chicken, and skipjack. So,
gotcha.
I think we've caught more on chicken though. Maybe a couple.
That's real chicken.
Yeah, Chris Baldwin.
Some fried chicken would be good right now.
We cook as a cord.
I might have to try that.
I'd be curious to know if you took a little bit of like scent and put it in there, that marinade. I've heard that WD-40 actually works.
Yeah.
And WD-40, for those that don't know, actually one of the main ingredients in WD-40 is fish oil.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Charles and Donald will listen to this because they're probably actually at the grocery store right now getting chicken.
You know, Charles.
Wow. Charlie,
Chicken
if you're
Charlie.
listening, you are getting thrown under the bus, brother.
What's the chances Donald threw Charlie out of the boat? And that's why we're not
Very good.
I don't know, Alex, you want to make a bet on that?
I'd say there's a better chance that Don jumped out of the boat.
Well, what about Pappy?
He's probably good still up in the front seat sleeping.
Hey, Coy.
Yes, sir.
What do you think Donald's saying right now?
Jeez.
Oh, Randy, we're gonna make you regret coming to these Twisted Cat.
You miss that stick up?
I say.
Oh my. Joe, any luck over there?
We just moved to a spot, just got set up, had one.
Looks like a good spot.
I think it's gonna be.
I like the fact that there's less wind.
84 feet.
84 feet.
You
Wow.
guys are definitely fishing deep. How deep is this lake? The what's the average and what's the deepest? Anybody know?
It depends on where you're at. I've seen depths up to 115.
Wow.
At this end of the lake, it seems like we have a lot of 40 to 60 foot water. You get up where I live around the 80-mile marker, and our average depth is more in the 25-foot range. So it really just depends on what part of the lake. You know, we're 96 miles long, so there's a huge amount of difference in depth from one to the other.
Yeah, I understand. It's a beautiful area, and one of these days I got to get up that way.
Yeah, the upper end of the lake is more. This side's more the big boat, big house kind of party side. Fishing's really good, but during the summer you can't fish this side of the lake. It's just 3-foot rollers. So we call my end.
Start rolling on the other side.
Too much boat traffic.
Too much boat traffic. Yeah, and the boats down here are 30, 40 footers, and you know we all fish out of 26 foot or less, so we just can't hang.
We've drug this long enough.
Yeah.
So we call our end the fishing end. You know, our fishing up there.
Slowly going that way.
Well, Randy, I got to believe that down your way with like Wheeler, Wilson, they get a lot of boat traffic in the summertime too, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. There's a lot of pleasure boaters out there. It gets to be kind of a pain sometimes. Sometimes trying to fish in there in the summertime. Probably not as much as here though. This place is pretty commercialized.
Yeah. Yeah. So, out of curiosity, what fishery, what body of water do you guys like fishing out of the most?
Mississippi River. I'm partial to this lake because I live here, but if I have to travel, I really like the Mississippi or even the Wheeler, Gunther'sville, Pickwick Lakes down in Alabama.
Yeah. Randy, what about you?
I think Pickwick is my favorite. I think Pickwick's my favorite lake to fish.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my favorite one down that direction.
Coy, Doug, and Brian, what about you guys? What do you like to fish the most?
My favorite is Mississippi River, but if I'm at home, it's Lake Tawakoni in Texas.
We're fishing a tournament there next weekend.
Yeah, there's that's the best part about the sport of catfish. There's a lot of great fisheries throughout the country. You go over the East Coast, I mean, you got the James River and a lot of the lakes over there. Up north, you know, the Ohio River and Susquehanna River, Potomac, Chesapeake. A lot of great places to fish.
Doug, what's your favorite place to fish?
Mississippi River. Around St. Louis. Soon, New Orleans.
New Orleans. Alex, I think you brought some attention to the New Orleans area.
I don't know. I think a couple anglers are down there this week, and Alan Alioli and Corey Jeffers is down there.
I'll tell you what. One of the fisheries that surprised me was the first catfish challenge on the Red River. That seemed like a pretty good fishery.
Oh yeah,
you guys were playing them.
Yeah, I mean both of us almost got to 200 pounds. I mean that's a good day of fishing.
Yeah,
that's in 6 hours by ourselves.
Yep.
Which I think Crazy Cats might have close to 200 pounds of fish if they had to weigh them all together.
If we got to weigh them all together, we'd be close.
There's a lot of great opportunities out there. A lot of great fisheries. Natchez last week and was Natchez. Is it Vidalia is across the way?
Vidalia.
Yeah, Vidalia. That seemed to be a pretty decent fishery, at least for Mike.
So Joe and Jason, where are you guys sitting right now? You got a full live well? You got 5 unders?
We got 5 unders.
No overs yet.
No overs yet. Randy, how are you guys sitting so far?
Yeah, same. We've got 2 that are right around 25 inches, and then the rest of them are smaller.
You just need that 2 overs to replace 2 of them, and you're gonna be sitting good.
Yeah.
Brian, how about you guys?
We have 1 fish in the live well.
1 fish. We've caught some slot, right?
Yes, we caught mostly slot fish.
Crazy Cat, I just muted your mic again because of the wind, just so you know.
You know, a 34-inch fish is a good fish. I mean, to get 2 overs, that's 2 good fish.
Well, low flying plane somewhere.
Yeah. Brian, you got a good view. Looks like you're back in a cove or something.
We are. We're pulling everything in, and we're going to move back out into not deep water, a little deeper water.
Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left of live on the water at the Twisted Cat Outdoors Tournament on Lake of the Ozarks. Those of you who have joined us this morning, thank you for joining us. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, thanks for helping do this again, Glenn. Sorry that we got it together late last night.
Yeah, I get a text message at about 8 o'clock last night saying, "Hey, we going live tomorrow?" I'm going. So I cut my evening short and headed home and put it all together, and here we are this morning.
And aren't you glad you did?
What would you rather do on a Saturday morning?
I said,
than
aren't
hang
you
out
glad you got
to
to join us today?
I'm thrilled to be here with you too, Brian. Not necessarily with Alex, but and everybody else. And Liz, I enjoy seeing Liz.
You know, it's rough having to deal with Charles Blair so early in the morning. I realize that, but
yeah, that was tough. I need a little bit of spike in my coffee to deal with Charlie.
All right.
But no, it's all good. It's speaking for the ACA, it's anything that we can do to bring attention to the sport of catfishing, fish care, conservation, etc. That's what we're here for. And so we're thankful that we're able to do a lot of this and be involved with events like the Twisted Cat events or any of the other events, and the anglers that are involved with not only this, but all the Tournament Alliance events throughout the country. The tournament directors do a great job, and we're very, very thankful for their support. And again, we're here to help. That's what we do.
Go right there. Okay, there.
Brian, you guys are making a move. Who's choosing where you go?
Who's what? We looked at stuff.
Who's choosing where you go?
We're just both of us.
You just tell Doug to shut. Oh, don't lose Doug. Don't lose Doug back there.
Doug, you all right?
Oh, Mom. You good, Doug?
That Coy boy, I'll tell you what, he gets behind the wheel, he's a madman.
I'll tell you what, I'm nervous. When Coy's,
Get up and giddy up and go.
Yeah. He's either in neutral or just full throttle. There's no in between.
Yeah.
I mean, Doug almost rolled off the back of the boat.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine. That's exactly what he does. That's all he does. It's either just kicked into gear or wide open every time. So you got to make sure your health insurance is paid up when you go boating with him.
Yeah, they're flying.
Yeah, they are. I'll tell you what, I love the sea deck on their boat, Alex. That looked awesome.
Oh yeah, it does look good.
And
And it quiets the noise
Customs,
down.
Castaway Customs does that, right? So they're an authorized sea deck installer, dealer, or whatever, and they do all this stuff.
Yep. Randy's got the sea deck, and Crazy Cat's got sea deck.
Oh, it's great stuff.
Crazy Cat's is all greened out. Randy's got the red theme, and Crazy Cat green like stars.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good.
Randy, have you ever seen Joe Lunsford's truck and boat together?
No, I haven't.
Oh my. Joe, what's that green stuff on your roof? Oh, they can't. Are they muted, Glenn?
I don't know.
Somebody's sleeping in the boat.
I'm trying to get my sea deck up here.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's great stuff.
Big shout out.
Here, Alex, take a look at this. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Twisted Cat Outdoors right in the bottom of it.
That looks good. Joe, you probably wear green underwear too, I bet.
I do. That's good luck.
So are you done cooking for the day?
No, we're gonna cook up a little bit more, some more burritos.
What's doing is on a nap break.
You guys are making me hungry.
We'll be cooking shortly. Oh, Pop's little England.
I was thinking about grilling up some of this. I was thinking about grilling up some of this cherry chicken Kool-Aid a little later.
That might not be too bad.
Oh, we got cameras dropping off left and right here.
There we go.
He always get nervous. The guys are making the most runs. You got. We've lost Blair. I don't know if they're still driving around looking for fish. And then you got Dragon Master on the run again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Kind of interesting.
Downrod fish. No, it came off.
It's interesting how the shallow water that Dragon Master was in was, 41 degrees, and then down where like Randy's at, almost 51, almost 10 degrees difference.
Yeah, it sounds like, I would think that depending on the depth that you're going to get some turn in the water. So it's going to affect the temperature.
I know a lot of anglers are talking about the shad being, 40 plus, 45 plus feet deep. So they were throwing big tape nets, having to get way down there to catch that shad. So I suspect a lot of those fish are underneath those shad balls.
Well, possibility. So anyways,
Randy,
we got about 4 minutes left, Alex.
We're at 73 feet right now.
So these two teams that have caught the most fish are in deep water.
Yeah. So Alex, for those that maybe have joined in late here, let people know before we sign off as far as what time they can tune in, providing you got good connection for the Twisted Cat Outdoors Lake of the Ozarks weigh-in.
Yeah, we'll be live around probably 3:15, and we should start seeing anglers. I would say probably around time too. They got to quit fishing at 3, and then they got to weigh in line, or they got to be back to the dock by 4 with their sticks turned in. So weather looks to be good. So it's supposed to be sunny and almost 50 degrees today. So a lot warmer than this morning. Was 28 degrees. Everything was icing. It was a pretty brutal morning.
Yeah, it snowed yesterday, right?
Yeah, I mean, there were some anglers that still had snow on their boat. Some boats were ice covered. We've seen several diesel heaters. We've seen propane heaters. And we've seen a lot of these new battery-powered heated coats and sweatshirts.
Hey,
I'm going to have to get one.
Why not?
After I've seen a couple of them today, I'm going to have to get me one of those. So one kid had just a sweatshirt on. I'm thinking, how is he doing that? But he said he had 3 batteries that heats his little sweatshirt up, and he said he's good all day.
Yeah, no, it's they got some amazing stuff out there using the new batteries that are out there.
Yeah,
and they keep going.
Just a small lithium battery pack, and that charged his little heat deal. So.
Yeah, you don't need a whole lot to, if it's close to your skin, those heating elements that are in the fabric tend to work really, really well. So, well, good. So everybody can tune in later on this afternoon, Twisted Cat Outdoors Facebook page. And again, if they can muster up a good connection, you're going to see the Twisted Cat Outdoors Lake of the Ozarks, their first event of 2024, live their way in. And that'll be at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, and it's going to be an on the water weigh in. In other words, the boats are going to come up to the dock, and they're going to weigh their fish right from the water. So that's always interesting to see. Great boats out there too. A lot of sea arcs to see.
Yeah.
Just right.
It was a good turnout today. So again, Glenn, thanks for helping do the live on the water today, this morning. Randy and team, thank you very much for being a part of it. Crazy Cats, Dragon Master, the others that we lost. Thank you all. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully everybody that watched enjoyed watching us a few hours on the morning during the tournament to kind of show you what it's like out there if you fish one of these tournaments. It's competitive, really lots of fun. So we also have the grassroots where if you want to get involved for $50, it's 100% payback, just like our main series, but it's a cheap way to get in just to kind of test the waters and see if it's something that you want to do. So like always, if you ever have questions about these events and anything in catfishing, reach out to me anytime. Call me, shoot me a message. I'd love to chat about it. So again, thanks everybody. Tune in to Twisted Cat at 3 o'clock. We'll be live for the weigh-in, our first season tournament of 2024.
Yeah, great event. Great start to the year, Alex. Great start to the year. And everybody, we appreciate your support for 2023 with the ACA. We look forward to your continued support for 2024. If you haven't already, head on over to acawinaboat.com. Get yourself a chance to win this year's 2023-2024 ACA CR giveaway boat. It's going to be a great package. We appreciate everybody's support. And finally, Happy New Year. I hope that 2024 is a spectacular year for everyone. So with that, we are out of here.
Thank you, guys.
It's about passion for a sport we all enjoy. It's about conservation, education, community, and fellowship. It's about a single voice of strength. It's about being part of a common cause for the common good. It's about you. It's about us. It's our time to come together.
We're asking you to join us
and become a proud members American Catfish Association. You'll be happy you did. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, they are.